Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Law-Splaining the Interwebs. I'm your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota.
It's very central.
And today we have Drex on the stream for the third time, the third episode of the trilogy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is like this is the end though, because you got to go away for a while. I'm assuming you'll probably still do shows when you're out and about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna still be on outside of the travel dates because I might not. I don't know exactly when I'm getting to my destination. So I'll have to announce, but I'm pretty sure Monday I won't have a show.
Yep.
But I might have a show on Tuesday. Depends. But yeah, there will still be normal shows. But you obviously will not be an in-person guest.
No, man. Well, unless I, for some reason, want to go down to Florida.
You're welcome.
But I mean, it is Florida.
It's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot, man. Here's the thing. If you were going to a place that had dry heat, I mean,
yeah.
You know, like my parents being in right outside of Vegas, that's cool because it's dry heat. But that humidity just kills me, man. It takes everything out of me.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah. It's I'm not looking forward to the heat. We'll put it that way. I am not looking forward to the heat.
You don't do well with heat anymore anyway, because you become that guy.
No, I've got the shots now, so everything's fine. My whole life is perfect.
So you got the shots. So
I got the shots.
Now how do you feel though?
It makes me much less less itchy and less likely to break out. And the other thing is you recover from it faster, which I've noticed. So if I go for a run now, I'm not stuck with itchy hives for an hour and a half.
Ooh.
They go away.
You're going for a run in Florida? You shouldn't go for a run.
I'm probably gonna.
At what time? 2 a.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I would run. Actually,
likely sometime at night or early morning or something.
Very early morning.
Yeah.
It's no joke down there, man.
1 in the afternoon.
It's so hot in Florida, man.
I
haven't
remember
been there in a while. I don't remember the last time I was in Florida.
There's some good food around.
They do have some decent food. You know what though? I will say this. I gotta go a little to my right.
There's that.
There it is. Boom.
Oh,
that's pretty slick.
We've got a chat window. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that I was there, and you wind up in Florida, and the craziest thing.
You always wind up in Florida, don't you?
You just wind up there. You're like,
I don't want to go to Florida. I want to go to Florida. Wind up in Florida.
Yeah, just I don't know, man. Something about that humidity makes me just be like, yeah. And in the faces. So there is no true. From what I've seen, I've been around Florida. I went around the Gator Alley on 27, all the way down from Wauchula all the way to South Beach, right?
I know literally none of these places.
Oh, you know them. You know South Beach. Everyone knows South Beach.
I am familiar. I went to Miami for the first time last year.
Oh, yeah. You talk about how unsafe it felt. Because it is unsafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will get mugged.
Yeah.
It's shady, man.
Again, Lady Raggeds and I walked around with a baby in downtown Atlanta at 2 a.m. I felt way less safe in Miami.
Yeah, man. It's no joke. Yeah. It's something else. But I saw a lot of like just depressed faces because they're, from what I saw, I don't know if you noticed, like there is no real like middle class. You are either like a peasant or you're a baller, or at least pretending to be a baller.
Oh, Miami. So Lady Raggeds and I snobbed it up. Actually, it was funny. We stayed at this, it was our friend's wedding. We stayed at this nice hotel called the Mandarin Oriental, which was nice, but it wasn't unreasonable.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I stayed there is because we like to do, like a couples spa thing, right? Get some massages or whatever, hang out, get the treatment. And they have a nice, like, high-class spa there. Well, of course, I booked the room, and then while we're down there, I go to book the spa appointment, and they're like, oh, we're full. Like, I mean, you're full, though? Like, you're full. Full.
As in?
We're full. So, for the time we were there. So, instead, I call up the Four Seasons, and I'm expecting to get annihilated, right?
Of course.
They're wide open, and they were cheaper.
What?
And I was like, I am calling the Four Seasons, right?
The Four Seasons.
And they're like, yeah, this is great. So we went over there to do it, and the masseuse who was talking to Lady Rackets, she's like, oh, because we were talking about how everywhere you look, there's a McLaren.
Yep.
There's just McLarens all over Miami. More
Yep.
McLarens than I've seen in my entire life. Just driving around downtown Miami. What a waste of a McLaren to drive through downtown Miami.
Yeah, you ain't doing shit.
You're going 5 miles an hour and honking the entire time.
Yeah, between you be between like Biscayne and what is that other one? What is that? Starts with a T. What is that other street? That main street? There's a cross street.
I didn't drive anywhere.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah. I had a car in Miami.
We walked a couple places, and then we took a Uber to the wedding site, and that's it. But yeah, there are McLarens everywhere, and the lady said all those McLarens are rented.
Yeah.
And everybody lives in a 1-bedroom piece of garbage apartment.
Which is what I told you.
Yeah.
No, that's why I said they're either balling or pretending to ball.
And the only people balling are literally the Miami Heat. and a couple of financial employees that are in there.
Or like hotel magnates and shit like that. Like, dude, I told you when I was there with my daughter and we went to that European deli. And when that chick, I'll never forget, Nick, she kind of like, because my daughter was like, she's pretty little at that point, maybe 4 or something like that. Yeah, pretty young. A while. And to see, you know how people are always like extra nice to kids, right? Especially small kids. So when they are, you're kind of like, wow, yeah, that's kind of a little awkward.
That's weird.
A little weird. When I saw her on that smoke break out back, because, my daughter and I ended up doing a loop to get back to our car, right?
Yeah.
I see that same chick. She had that, she had a very European look.
Yeah.
Dragging on that cigarette, Nick. And do you know what it looked like? A broken dream.
Looked like sadness.
It did. No, seriously. Like she came to Miami with $1 in a dream, and the dream died like 8 years ago.
And the $1 was spent immediately. Immediately, it's gone.
It's gone.
And now you belong to the streets.
You're wrong for that, man. Look,
it's true.
But it's true. Look. It's true. Okay, hold on.
It's like LA, you go and
for real, man.
You go and you're like, oh
City
man,
of Angels.
I got my screenplay, or I look great, and I was the prettiest actress in my Oklahoma theater club.
Facts.
You hit LA, and suddenly you're a barista, but everything costs more than you make.
Yep. Starving, man, for real. Like literally, everyone's a starving artist. They are broke out there, man.
At least they aren't getting fat.
Now let's talk about that. You and I. Oh, but you might want to read that super chat. Somebody just dropped a big one.
Yeah. Oh, we do. Yeah, I'll read that one. We got to get the other ones, and then I have a fat video for you too that I figured we'd watch. It's from BuzzFeed, so it's legit, right?
Of course.
Josh Armstrong says, "Here's $50 for the cutest interracial couple out there. Buy Drex a beer for me. Cheers. I wish you both nothing but success. I'll get you an O'Doul's.
Oh God.
An alcohol-free beer for you."
Yeah, because I don't drink alcohol, man. I don't drink.
Alcohol-free beer is all of the like worst parts of the beer without the payoff of the alcohol.
Yeah, because from what I know, beer isn't like good. You know what I mean? Like,
not to me. I don't like the hops. I don't like the hops.
Yeah.
Right. Because I'm white. I don't like hops.
White men can't jump. White men don't like hops. You got no hops.
Cannot do it.
Are you ever gonna hit? Well, if we ever get back to somewhat normal, Oktoberfest out in Munich.
Maybe. International travel is weird with...
Well, we gotta wait, like I said, wait a couple of years or something, maybe.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just weird with kids. Like...
What did Michael Jordan say? Fuck them kids. Leave them kids. Look, man, leave them at grandma and grandpa's.
Ruin My Life, right? Is that show Revolution?
Yeah, I remember that. You said they had like a good first season?
Yeah, good first season, an okay second season, then nothing else. Here's the problem with Revolution. They had this one episode with a British chick in the U.S. And she carried around like an iPad, even though they didn't have any electricity or chargers or anything. No electricity worked. But she carried around because it was the only pictures of her 2 kids.
Oh.
And you're like, she was in the U.S. on business. and the whole world shut down. All the power went out. So she couldn't get back. And she's like, I left them with the babysitter. And you're like, fuck.
Ooh, yeah.
That hit home in a weird way. I was like,
man.
what if you're over in, like you go to Germany or whatever, and then there's maybe some big outbreak, and they literally just don't let you, like, sorry, we shut the border.
But I got my kids, though. Yeah, about that. Oh, say anything.
I would have to swim.
Elian Gonzalez. How's he doing?
Elian Gonzalez?
Yeah, how's he doing?
I saw an article with him the other day.
Oh, yeah? How is he?
I don't know. I didn't read it. I just saw it. It was like, here's Elian Gonzalez now. Feel old yet? Or whatever. One of those stupid things.
For real, man.
But
that was huge news. But
yeah, it's I don't know. Oktoberfest, I don't like beer, so.
And plus, it's going to be warm beer. In America, they drink. We drink cold beer.
If they had a Scottish equivalent for Scotch, I would go to that before I'd go to Oktoberfest. It would also be funnier because you would still not be able to understand anybody, but you'd know they'd be speaking English instead of German.
True.
The Scottish are just funny.
Yeah, I like it. I like the Irish accent too. It has a certain twang to it. That I just like. Yeah, I just like language. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like,
is it seriously called Scotchtoberfest? Oh my goodness! Then yes,
that's a thing.
If there's a Scotchtoberfest, then I'll just eat haggis and drink scotch.
Oh my goodness!
You gotta have the haggis to soak up the scotch. I've never had haggis. I'm sure it's delicious.
I've never had any of this stuff. I live a straight and narrow life, man.
Oh, hey, welcome to the RGE raid. Welcome, guys. That's Raging Golden Eagle.
Oh, yeah, he's in chat?
Well, his chat is migrating in. He must have just ended.
Oh, must have ended the show. Yeah, shout out to him, by the way. I always loved his content.
Yeah, he's great. Did you happen to buy his comic?
No, I didn't get to. Is it still available to buy?
It might be on print on demand. I don't know. I bought the level with the nude covers. So.
Well, his original intro back when, I don't know if he's been kicked off YouTube and had to do a new channel, but he used to have the chick who went, so he has the huge dude and just slapped her ass. Like, yeah. And he would say, Raging Goldie. I loved that intro, man. Whoever did his intro was great.
Oh, there's a chat from Bob Rekieta. He says, hey, Drexel, our Cutco knives are dulled.
Oh, that's the Bob Rekieta.
That's him.
I mean, I gotta be cautious now, right?
Yeah, get on your best behavior.
Yeah, I gotta change up all my topics now. So,
Dad, I invited him down. Just so you know, Drexel might come over to your house.
You're right. Oh, so to Nick's dad, if you call Cutco, they have a lifetime warranty. Yeah, for those in the chat, I used to sell cutlery. They have a lifetime warranty, so you can just. Yeah, go ahead and send them in, and they will either sharpen or replace your knives if they get broken and stuff.
Yeah, that's nice.
That is good stuff, man.
I think Wusthof has the same thing. They used to, anyway.
Yeah, and I was going to say that because
outside of it being ridiculous.
Well, yeah, if you did something, you tampered with them.
Yeah. Okay, so we need to deal with these super chats, but first I have to address an issue. I left a cryptic community post on the YouTube community page. For those of you who don't have Twitter, you may not have clicked on it. There is currently a competition. A competition I chose to passively watch. I am the good guy here. I was passively watching. I was letting it happen organically. And that is who is the bigger grifter. And that is me or Dick Masterson. And here I am. Just like, okay, I'm going to let this play out. And then I see this scumbag, Dick Masterson, is tweeting how he needs to win because he's the bigger grifter. And I go, no. Sorry. Grifting's in the name.
There it is.
You cannot do this. So anyway, if any of you are inclined, I am attempting to defeat Dick Masterson.
So when does the voting close?
It's about 2.5 days left on the voting on this one.
Oh, so yeah, people. Wow.
The other ones were short. So
or is it because as it gets closer to the?
Well, the other ones were like 6 hours each or something for the initial rounds. I thought. I mean, maybe I read it wrong, but then this one I thought was going to end earlier. So I actually posted that there was 1 hour to go, but it said 3 days and 1 hour to go, and I was like, oh, oops, missed that 3-day thing.
Yeah, right.
But anyway, so there's 2.5 days left to cast votes in that, and now that Dick has entered the fray, I feel like it's only fair that I fight back.
You have to.
I have to
you must
preserve the integrity.
Of course, of the grifting.
So
the grifting crown.
Yeah. So we are neck and neck right now. I should find it real quick.
You should have told the chat like why we're actually late tonight. Because I mean.
Oh yes, I haven't apologized for being late just yet, but we were late tonight because of these kids. Because of these kids. So do you want to start? Do you want to start with what yours did?
Yeah, the whole so Nick's oldest daughter shows up upstairs saying, "Mom, look what Drex's daughter made." So she made this, and it's some what was it, Nick? A cherry lotion? It
was a cherry face mask.
Yeah, a cherry face mask.
Now, when they said face mask,
I thought they meant like a covering, right?
I thought they meant like for COVID.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
like
yeah. That's what I thought. And then I'm thinking like a face mask, and then she pulls out this little jar of cream, and I'm like, well, what is that? Lotion with actual cherries, because Lady Rekieta had to clarify, actual cherries mushed into the lotion with whatever else they poured in, and Nick, God knows what those kids put in that lotion.
Yeah,
that face mask. And then that was that. And I'm thinking like, wow, yeah, that was pretty ridiculous. And then what happens next, Nick?
My youngest, who is 2, and delightful and wonderful,
with the greatest dimples of all time,
is just screaming at the top of her lungs.
Yeah.
And someone comes up and they're like, "Hey, Dad, youngest one is she's got shampoo all over herself." What? So I go downstairs, and she has shampoo on her, not actually as bad as I thought it would be, but the entire floor of the bathroom is coated in this sheen of shampoo. And at first I'm like, oh, it's just a puddle of water. So I run my finger through. Nope. It is just shampoo. And it's like,
oh my goodness.
Just a whole bottle, though. Just a whole bottle.
A whole bottle. But you didn't need that bottle. You didn't really need it.
Didn't need it. Who even needs? It's just like kid shampoo that we order special because it's like really gentle and all that. Can't just buy it at Target. They don't have it there. You have to order it from Amazon or whatever.
But now you can order it to be at your destination. It'll arrive.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sucks.
It was so we had to get that cleaned up. Lady Rackets is a champ and helped out with that. Actually, she did. To be honest, she did most of the cleaning there. Why will this not load?
Oh man, Nick, I forgot to send you something.
There it is. Okay, here's the. But anyway, so here's the pull. You can see we are neck and neck. I am currently just barely edging out Dick Masterson, and he's probably a fan of edging. Edging out Dick Masterson on the thing, but we're hoping to carry this home. 2 days left on the voting, so we're looking to pass this. We're gonna put this conflict to bed in the only way that I know how, and that is winning. That is winning.
Hey man,
I beat Anita Sarkeesian. Can you believe it? Ty, you have to go on to Twitter and vote.
It's Ty.
Yes, Ty.
You know what, man? Well. Wait, so So am I going to address the Ty situation when Ty is actually on?
What is this?
That's
Oh
what we.
gosh.
Yeah, that's what we need to dissect tonight at some point.
I'll pull that up in a second.
Yeah. So. So apparently Ty got into some semi-deep waters. Typical chick stuff, right? Your daughters and co-workers and wife and all that stuff. Nick. So I mean, so I should be like here with Ty when we discuss that, right? Because I want to get him in hotter water.
No. You don't want to get him in hotter water. Or wait, you do want to get him in hotter water.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because if the women are watching, so the women in Ty's life are going to watch. I'm going to get him in hotter water by putting him on the spot about more things. Because he knows I'm right. Which is why, of course, he wound up in... So basically, hot water with a woman really means what, Nick? You're telling the truth. If you ever wind up in hot water, that just means you told the truth. That's all it is. Like, ask any dude. Be like, hey, how did you end up in hot water with your, let's say, coworker or whatever, right? You told the truth. Something you said made them and stank face you. Yeah, so we love Ty. Yeah, but Ty, I gotta get you in even hotter water, man.
See, Ty, nothing but love. Only trouble.
Only, man.
Only in trouble. Always in trouble. He's gonna get me in trouble and I'm not even there.
Oh, man.
Toast. Okay, so what is this degeneracy you sent me?
So this is important because
goodness.
After the Tommy Lauren thing, right?
Yeah.
Now there's been lots of things that I've said that a lot of people are, they take exception to, right? So these are your girl when you send your girls out to these liberal colleges, right, Nick?
Uh-huh.
And we know what goes on at these universities, these colleges, right? It's the things I've talked about, right? So the reason why it's important is that people need to know this is what it is. So Drex is making all this up. Okay, we saw the Tommy Lauren video, right? There were a lot of people who would have said, up until let's say a year ago, or even like within the last 48 hours, right before she uploaded all that.
Yeah,
Tommy Lauren is a good conservative woman. We know what happened at UNLV, Tommy. You haven't fooled me. You fooled a lot of cucks and blue pill simps, but you didn't fool me. And Lauren Southern, hey, Nick. So for all those, this is specifically for the white guys. For all the white guys. Oh, thank
God, this one's for me. I was waiting because I know that your messaging has nothing to do with me normally, but now I know.
Now you know.
Now
this is for all the white dudes out there.
Me.
For my white queens, my white babies, my white race, and they were pedestalizing Lauren Southern. You remember that, right? She was on YouTube, got big, got off of YouTube, right? She kind of ghosted people for the most part, right? And then kind of reemerged. She got married, or
she got tossed.
She got tossed. Well,
off the platform. Stop.
Look, man, I'm here to tell you guys that these girls aren't who that you guys think. Let's name the other ones: Georgia Free, Deanna Lorraine. They're all the same.
Never heard of them. Neither of them.
I know them all.
Yeah, we know.
I know them all, and they're all the.
You're probably
same.
The reason for Tommy's video.
Oh, BLT, Jess Southern is my queen. Hey, so here's what's funny, you guys. I didn't know anything about Jess Southern, and then Nick goes, "Have you seen Lauren Southern's sister?" I was like, "No." He goes, "Well, Google it, Lauren Southern's sister." So I typed it in. Now,
that's
Nick,
literally her name according to Google.
According to Google, it's Lauren Southern. So Nick, if you had to, in one word, describe what kind of pics Jess Southern has, what word would you use to describe?
Thottery.
But my white queens. Come on, man. These chicks been ran through. But no one believes me, though, right? Remember, Drex is making all this up. But every time you hear women going, "Where have all the men gone, the good men?" It's because they've been what, Nick? Pumped and dumped. And I'm out here telling you guys the truth. Look, Nick, I have these guys' best interests at heart.
Yeah.
I can't say that about, look, you go to the female dating coach like Deanna Lorraine, you think she's going to give you the truth?
You're wrong. Tommy Loren had guys' best interests at heart. She said it. She said it over and over. Because that's how you get with her. And what better interest could there be?
Yeah, man. God, it's gotten so bad, and people keep thinking. So Nick, I think that Time You Learn video, I think that woke up a lot of dudes. Like, the simping is going to continue, right? We just know. There's still, look, OnlyFans is still up and running and functional, which it shouldn't be. But congratulations to those ladies for milking these simps, as they should.
Sure.
But that Time You Learn video, Nick, for all those guys out there with the whole, like, my white queen. Hey,
I just think that was bad for her OnlyFans.
No.
Which is
never underestimate the power of a simp. The depravity of a fucking simp, man. They're horrible.
Ty, you gotta watch last night's video, the end of it, the last like hour and a half.
Oh, hey, Midnight in Exile. You'd be amazed how many quote unquote good girls can be had for a Xanax and a line of blow. We talked about that in the car. Listen, we need to legalize cocaine because we have a weight problem in America, right? Yeah. What better way to get rid of a weight problem other than shipping out the fat chicks to Rwanda and Somalia? If we can't do that,
that's bringing up the average over there.
Yeah. They might eat them, literally. But what we need to do is legalize Coke and make it cheaper, because there is no diet like the Coke diet, and these bras need to be on that Coke diet.
I know there's something wrong with last night's stream, and I'm hoping that YouTube will finish processing and uploading it. If they don't, I have it recorded locally, so I can. If it's not uploaded by the time I leave, I will upload it. Okay, but I'm hoping it'll just rectify the problem on its own. Sometimes YouTube has an issue with a longer stream.
Someone put the devil's salt. I'm telling you, man. Y'all know that Rick James was telling you guys the truth, man. Cocaine is a hell of a drug, and we just need more girls, specifically those who have a thyroid condition, to just snort blow. I don't know why, Nick. I don't know why it's hard. It's easier than going to the gym, because they don't want to go to the gym. They would rather go to the Dr. Fix-A-Flat.
I have the video for you.
Oh, what's that?
You're gonna see the BuzzFeed video. We're gonna watch it.
The BuzzFeed video.
It's "I'm Fat But" is like the title of it. It's great. It's perfect. We're gonna watch it. I want to get your reaction to it, so I don't want to spoil it too much.
You will.
We have to have an organic reaction to the BuzzFeed video.
It's gonna be very organic.
So anyway, recap. Fighting against Dick Masterson for Ultimate Grift. We've got the rules that Drexel sent. What is this from?
No. One of your subscribers sent it to me. He reached out to me on Facebook. Okay. And was like, yo, because, I have a growing horde of haters, right? Who say things like, Drex is making everything up. And when I'm telling these guys, like, I'm in these streets. And no, it's not true. But my white babies, my white queens. I'm like, bro, like, you guys still believe in this? These are good girls. These are good conservative girls. And so I've been telling guys, Nick, hold on. Here's what's funny. I wasn't there when you've been watching, Blue Mountain State is the name of the show, right? Yeah. Now, you and I were having this conversation going to get Mexican food today. Yeah. Is that show giving an accurate depiction of the basically the best major, 4-year Division I school in the nation, right? Like, the personalities, what's going on, boosters, coaches, players, drugs, debauchery, degeneracy. Is it an accurate depiction?
Yeah, it's just funny instead of sad.
Correct, right? like the caution, like, it just has a slightly different angle, right? Like, rather than play it for tragedy, they play it for like, yo, because like I said, most of the Wolf of Wall Street, I would say the first basically 2 hours is played that way. And of course, as you know, with Scorsese movies, they usually go into that the tragic dark side of your reckless behavior.
No, all Scorsese movies end happy. Casino, that ended just fine.
Great. No one died.
Goodfellas, that ended just fine.
He was a happy man. He was in Witsec. He was all good. Yeah, I am going to, who's that? Pseudo Memes. Yeah, I am going to watch Blue Mountain State. Like I said, I told you guys, I do remember when it came out. And it looked interesting, right? And this is something that you and I talked about in the car, Nick, and we touched on it last night. there was a time when shows were made by men for men.
Yeah.
That's done.
It's over.
What have you seen on TV that makes you go, this is pure? Because what happens now if you try to make Blue Mountain State in 2020? What would happen?
It would be canceled in an episode.
The pilot, right?
In
the pilot, they'd be like,
it's gone.
There would be a commercial break, and you'd be like, oh man, okay, let me go ahead and get my drinks or whatever.
You'd come back to a video of Anita Sarkeesian talking about why something
toxic
was
masculinity.
problematic.
Yeah, it's problematic. So, you know, man, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, it's a great show because it's ridiculous, because it's funny, because it was clearly and unapologetically made for men with the idea of just debauchery and degeneracy.
That's what I want to see.
And see, this is the thing. Spike TV was the channel for that to happen. Like, that was the whole premise of the channel. Spike TV is men's shows for men. Yep. Because women have the Hallmark Channel.
Well, they have everything. What channel is it for women right now? Say it.
There isn't one.
All channels are so if every channel's for women, when men have anything, like I said, this is female nature 101. They don't want men to have anything, right?
We know Shark Week isn't for men. You may be tempted to think, oh, Shark Week's pretty cool. Shark Week's for men. If Shark Week was on Spike, you would have actual videos of rednecks going to the ocean the first time, covering themselves in chum and getting into the water with a jockstrap and boxing gloves on to fight that shark, right? That's what would actually be happening, and it would be reality TV. That's how you know that Shark Week is for women and not for men.
Well,
it doesn't exist.
Robert Mayo said what you said in the car. He said, I miss the Man Show. Yeah. Do you remember the Man Show?
I miss Jimmy Kimmel being on the Man Show because Jimmy Kimmel didn't suck back
He
then.
became a complete cuck. He cucked out to... Now, here's the thing. If someone says, is this person, are they just cucking out for the money or whatever? But Nick...
Doesn't matter.
A true man just does not cuck out. Like if someone goes, hey, Nick, but the money. It's like, look, man, I can't be that guy. Like, what would my audience think if I became a cuck? Like, come on, man. Yeah. Jimmy Kimmel, Adam Carolla, like these guys were unapologetically, yes. Someone, he became savage on Twitter. Nick.
Yeah, Adam Carolla's great.
Is he? Because I always wonder if guys are being
They
cucked.
went absolutely the opposite direction. Jimmy Kimmel went on, he went mainstream and he did his apology tour. He should have done his apology as Karl Malone. That's what he should have done. Karl Malone, very sorry for dressing up in blackface. That would have been so much better. And if Jimmy Kimmel were Adam Carolla, I think that's what Adam Carolla would have done. Yeah.
But look, Nick, they had girls wrestling in oil and stuff. That's what I want to see.
They ended every show with girls jumping on trampolines.
Girls jumping on trampolines. That's hilarious. What I want to. That's what red-blooded men want to see, right? We want to see boobs jiggling. We want to see asses twerking. We want degeneracy. Like here's the thing. So prime example, Nick. For those of you guys in the chat, the tip drill video.
Oh my gosh.
How come everyone has seen it though, right? Like, your dad is in the chat. He saw it, Nick. He doesn't watch BET, but he saw that video though. He saw tip drill.
I don't know if he actually has.
He did. He did. Because somehow every guy did. That's the thing. Like, it's one of the things when someone's like, the tip drill video, I was like, yep. Everybody. Nick. And they have the uncut version, right? On BET After Dark. Ooh. Man. Hey, look, who's that? Yeah, Tabby. Yeah, shout out to Tabby. Yeah. You look. That video, Nick, people were like this. Look, when the hook is, it must be that ass girl because it ain't your face. That tip drill video. Look, for those of you guys, go ahead and put that in your Google search. You can watch it after the show, man.
Who sang tip drill?
That was Nelly and St. Lunatics.
Nelly is great. Yeah, man. An American treasure.
He is, man.
What happened?
You know what? He dated Ashanti. Mistake. He was dealing with industry thoughts.
Wasn't he like a college baseball player?
He was. I think he made it to either minor league or like damn near big leagues.
Yeah, because he was like a legit athlete.
For real. Yeah. Some of these guys are. Well, Master P played ball. Like certain rappers used to play ball, but yeah, man, that's the way it went down.
I liked him. He was last thing.
This is already warm. Well, not warm, but damn.
It's your hands.
Shit. All right. You
gotta
got super chats.
You got to levitate it to your.
Oh yeah, Juan put the He did get me too'd, and
Nelly got me too'd.
Yeah. But
how do you meet someone like Nelly?
His girl. She said the chick said it was on a party bus. If I recall, Nelly got me too'd on it, and someone was like, "Wait, but that can't happen." And what do you think happened? As I told you guys, you need a female chaperone. She white knighted for Nelly, right? Case whole thing was ended, right? Dropped. But if he was there in a hotel room alone, what happens, Nick? He's done. He's canceled. That's how simple it is, man. Yeah.
It's a shame. Last thing I remember, he was in that Florida Georgia Line song. What was that called? Cruise. They had the Nelly cut of the Florida Georgia Line song Cruise. That was the last thing I heard from him. I mean, I remember his old stuff, of course. What happened to Petey Pablo?
Oh man, Petey Pablo. I mean,
he was in Drumline and everything. Shows up in Drumline.
Look, man. Was Nick Cannon in that? That was one of his big breakout roles, right?
Yeah, that was Nick Cannon. Yeah. And I think Michael B. Jordan.
Was it?
Was he the other guy in Drumline? Hold on.
Huh.
I might be racist.
Oh, look. Hey, Joe Dirt said Snoop Dogg's podcast has twerking forecasts for weather. Although Snoop, you know what though? I can't give Snoop Dogg much credit because he cucked out after that whole situation with Gayle King. So
no, it wasn't Michael B. Jordan. Who was it?
Yeah, I had to give Snoop Dogg a chop for that. You do not apologize. You certainly don't ever apologize to black man hating feminazis like Gayle King and Oprah Winfrey and women I shouldn't call women, things, creatures of their ilk. Because that is the number one nemesis of the black man is the black female.
Blue Cantrell was in Drumline.
Really?
Where has she been?
Where has she not been? Because, damn, probably got ran through. Another industry thought.
She had that one song was all about basically, what was that song? Her one hit.
Yeah, she had like the one hit.
It was about that's where it's at now.
Is that
you cheated on me, and that's where it's at now.
Sure.
I think that's.
I just remember her having like one big hit, but
yeah, I think it's called "That's Where It's At Now." Like I can hear that's the end of the hook at least.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, what a disaster! Yeah, let's do some super chats.
Right, we got a bunch.
We got to do some super chats because super chats are part of the grift. Andrew Bin says Nick and Drex are as good a duo as Tango and Cash. And no, Nick, it's not on Prime yet, unfortunately.
Isn't that's an American tragedy that movie is not.
Hit 'em up style. Hey ladies, when your man want to get buck wild, just go back and hit 'em up style. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
That was like year 2000, right? Like, damn.
Yeah, this is a long time.
We got old, fam.
I remember hearing that when I was out of high school. Oh, man.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Damn.
Miku Evo Racing says, hey, Nick, did you see the OnlyFans thought that sued ThoughtHub.tv for allowing people to post her paywalled content and also sued Cloudflare for hosting the site and sued Bang Bros and Chatterbait for advertising on their website? Wait, it's not iDubbbz's girlfriend. It's not Anissa, is it?
I hope it is.
Oh.
How's that guy doing anyway? Is he
I don't know. I don't follow anything.
Still making cuck videos?
If he had any sense at all, he backed off that.
Who's the other guy? He said like lost his whole audience.
That was Bunty King.
Bunty King.
Maybe I am a cuck.
Look, man, you can be anything in life, Nick. Just don't be a cuck.
Oh my goodness.
Don't be a cuck, man.
Whew. Rick Nikita says, I have an addiction to audiobooks and it's all your fault, Nikki. Why did I ever take up your advice and get into Warhammer? I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know. I don't know why you did, but you did. Brian Natarin says, Drex, since you chose Lizzo, would you rather she perform the Beirut booty bam on you or put you in a Ron the Third twist? As always, death is not an option. Thank you both for these streams and stay safe, brothers. Okay,
Either
so
way, that's
Lizzo does the booty blast, or she does the rope, the rope harness tie, and you can go.
I'll take the booty. I'll take the booty blast. You know why, Nick? It's quick, right? Like if you live, you live. If you don't, you don't. But at least it's quick. The rope thing, God, that was. Oh my God, man, that was pitiful. I hope your dad didn't have to watch that last night.
I don't think so.
I hope not.
That was pretty late into the show.
That was very disturbing.
Let's see what's next. Kyle says, quote, "I need this before I develop feelings. Drex told her 3 times don't do it. She did. Some hate on Drex, but he's right. Believe him or not. But if you don't, you share the same mentality as the footstool, simp, and Tommy Loren's ego."
Who said that?
That was Kyle.
Oh yeah, shout out to Kyle. Yeah, it's all true, man. I've shown Kyle Nick some things, and it's all true. These guys, Nick, when we break down this picture, these guys are gonna see it's all true.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's so bad out there.
So do you take the booty drop or the harness?
The booty drop.
Oh, you took the booty.
Yeah, because it's quick.
I feel like you answered.
Yeah, it's quick.
It's quick, but the impression will last a lifetime. It's quick, but the recovery isn't.
The recovery isn't quick, man. Wait, hold on. You know, if you Google Lizzo's weight right now, you know it's gonna be a bogus figure, right?
Oh yeah, like Tess Holiday, 270.
I'm gonna Google her weight right now. I bet you it's gonna say something under 300.
Who, Lizzo?
Both of them.
Yeah, okay.
I bet you it's gonna say something stupid like 188. And you're like, win.
Yeah. 188 when you were 8.
Right?
Oh my goodness. Brutality. Someone said Google Lizzo's weight, your browser will crash. Eagle Lone, no, there's no more Tommy Loren tonight.
She has a dress size of 26 at 5'5". She is clinically obese.
I mean, we know this.
She weighs over 150 kilograms. So what is that in pounds?
2.5 times. So we're talking 375.
Yeah. Okay, well now let's type in Lizzo.
Wait, no. I messed that math up. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'll just do a conversion. 150 kilograms.
It's times 2.2. 330 then.
Yep, 330.693. Yeah, so 330. So
that might not be inaccurate.
Now here's what's funny. So she's the same weight as Shaq when Shaq is 2 feet taller and he's a pro athlete. Let that sink in, Nick. So let's look up.
Same weight as Shaq.
Shaq.
If you stood next to Shaq, you would feel like a child for the average person.
Oh yeah, Lizzo weight. About. Dude, they always lie with women's weight.
Give or take 200.
About 308 pounds. It puts her at 140 kilograms. Come on, man.
She's
man.
bigger than 308.
She's bigger.
But look up Tess Holiday though.
I just did. She's 330.
Oh, they finally updated Tess to 330.
Yeah. It used to be like 2.
It used to
like
say 270.
Yeah. Something weird.
Not a chance. I thought you were saying Lizzo was 330.
Oh no. Yeah. So Tess is listed at right now 330. Lizzo at 308.
Oh, see, I thought they were. I think 330 might be undershooting it for Lizzo, and it's definitely undershooting it for Tess.
They are some hefty rods.
Phoenix Lord Asserman says, Nick, have you seen the Exodite teaser yet? I know the Space Marines are going to win, but it looks like we'll get some nice Eldar action. He's actually captured their speed pretty well. No, I haven't. I'll check it out. Fran Mataraki says, Mr. Y Voices, hey, Drex, honey, know about docking? Want to do a demonstration with me? You'll love it, I swear.
I can't stand those stupid voices.
Morty J, rewatched last night's stream and Drexel, your she's a jump off rant still made me laugh relentlessly.
But she is.
Yeah. I mean, clearly.
You know what? Let me say this, though, Nick. For all you lays with the whole, like, why did he ghost me? Or he only that means you're the jump off.
Yeah.
Hey, watch this. Hey, Nick, I want you to answer this question.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this. You're going to represent women.
Okay.
You haven't met his family. That means you are the what?
Wait. Oh, I'm the woman.
You're the woman. If you haven't met his family, what are you?
Side chick.
You're the jump off, right?
Yeah.
You haven't ever met his friends. You are the what?
Jump off for sure.
You're the only texts you receive are past 9 p.m.
Jump off. No, he just works third shift.
Look, I'm telling you guys, look, I'm out here trying to tell you, lady, look, here's the thing, Nick. You know, I get my regular flack of being a chauvinistic, misogynistic asshole, whatever, right?
Are any of them untrue?
Well, I mean, it just depends. It depends.
It depends. You're well on your way to being a lawyer. Perfect.
Of course. It all depends, man. But my thing is this, Nick, I have told women, if you present yourself like you know, my daughter in them damn booty shorts showing her ass cheeks, 10 years later, guess what? She will be reduced to what, Nick? A jump off. So you try to correct the behavior at age 9 so that by 18, she's going to go the straight and narrow, right?
Yeah.
So all these women out there, like the Tommy Laurens of the world, talking about some men need to change. No. You should have changed a long time ago. Now you're just a jump. You're a side piece for the rest of your life. That is your
she
only...
She can undo it. She's got time.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot.
Time to do what?
To change.
Change what?
Her entire... Literally everything about her. Literally everything about herself.
How long was her video? 14 minutes, right?
14 minutes.
In that 14 minutes, did she ever once say anything about what she brings to the table?
Well, I know she doesn't bring a high running speed because she said that it would be a cold day in hell before she ever chased a man.
Yep, she won't ever chase a man.
So she brings a low miles per hour on the run. No, nothing.
Nothing.
Just her ambition. Her ambition. Mm-hmm. My ambition. I'm ambitious. I'm ambitious.
Don't worry, she's gonna bring her girls. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Me and my girls.
Right.
Come on, man. These broads, they're done.
Let's see. He said, also made me laugh seeing you sink more and more into the corner as the broad went on. Praise Drexology, praise facts. Seth says, despite everything going on, I've bought the perfect house. More than what I thought I'd ever be able to afford, and am currently having Lagavulin 16, which is magical.
That's nice.
I'm here to spread my good fortune to you and the chat. Hey, good job, buddy. Enjoy that Lagavulin. Enjoy the new house. Happy for you. Skaki Onsai says, in Miami, everyone wants to live the image seen on Miami Vice. In reality, it's more like In Living Color. Speaking of which, I can easily see Drexel as Tubbs. As far as Nick, he's more of a Zwitek. We need to find a Crockett. So, there you go. And then also, I noticed, I got to give a shout out. My man, Figbat DN, is actually in the chat. And he said, actually caught a Drexketa stream for once. Great work, boys, on these fine live streams. Hey, CJ, how you doing, buddy?
Shout out to him, man.
CJ's my guy. You'd like him quite a bit. He's hilarious.
Good deal.
He's hilarious. All right. Well, let's get into this. Let's get into these. Should we do your thing first?
Yeah, whatever you want to do, man.
The rules.
Yep.
God,
Let's debunk the white queens.
Before I put this up, we're sure this isn't from like a show or something, right?
No, it's someone. I'm
gonna put it in Google reverse image search. I don't want to get burned on this.
All right.
I don't want to get burned on this. Let's see. Images.
Let's do it.
Okay, how do I search by image? Upload an image. Oh my goodness, hold on.
Oh goodness. You're killing me.
Killing you. Killing you softly.
With his son.
Never.
Fuji's had a great run, man.
Yeah, but you know what I liked? I liked Wyclef's album.
The Carnival was legit. So was Wycleftic.
Where Fuji at?
Where Fuji, man. That Wycleftic, man.
Yeah,
underrated
that's
album.
the one. That's the album.
Yeah. Two sides of the book. Yeah, that album is underrated, man. That was Whitney Houston dubplate. Back before Whitney Houston was completely cracked out.
Okay, it says no other sizes of this image found. Oh, here it is. Biz and Business and Finance. Here we go. What is this? Hold on. Lauren
got the
this is on poll, but who knows? All right, let's just check it out. We'll bring it up. It doesn't look like it's from a movie. That's what I'm.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
I'm just making sure it's not, like some. So here we go. Here it is, guys. Here it is. I hope you can all read that. It says, "Welcome to the Pussy Palace."
Let's talk about our white queens now. This is for all the white nationalist ethno-state dudes who think that their fate will be any different from the Japanese. Remember? An ethno-state?
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that working out for them? Oh, that's right. They're a dying culture. So this is going to show you guys that an ethno-state is not the answer. The answer is the total eradication of feminism, which is also socialism and communism. They're all the same. So let's go down that list.
You want to read the first rule there, pal?
Let's see.
Oh, is it hard for you to read?
Well, it's because mine. I can lean in. Okay, yeah. Now it's easier for me. All right, we're gonna go over the Pussy Palace rules. Rule 1: get fucked. That's rule 1. What's rule 2, Nick?
Thou shalt not suck the dick if he does not lick the clit.
Mm-hmm. Man, our white queens are doing great, aren't they? Number 3. And I've talked about this on stream, haven't I, Nick? Remember, Drex makes this up. Rule number 3, absolutely no condoms. And for those of you in the chat who have smashed married chicks, you have to force a condom on. Force the usage of condoms. Nick, that's just in general, period. These, because STDs have gone up like 1,000%, right?
No, I don't know about that.
Well, of course you don't, because you're married and living in the middle of nowhere.
You know what? I never itch or burn, ever.
It's a good thing not to. You don't want to be about that life. So now, Nick, I've said this, right? And there are people out there saying, no. If you ask these guys, if my guys who are in the chat, let these other dudes know, you have to, Nick, force the issue. They're literally like this, like try to pull out a condom, right, Nick? You pull one out, you're like, I'm on the pill, or kid you not, shout out to my man Kyle, he said it too. I have a latex allergy. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You do not have a latex allergy. Just like the thyroid conditions, right, Nick?
This is that other material.
Nick, the amount of latex allergies I've heard in the last decade, I was like, where'd all these latex allergies come from? Where do they come from? I don't know, because damn, just like the thyroid condition, right?
Yeah.
Every chick out here claims to have a thyroid. I'm like, there's not that many thyroid conditions, just like there's not that many latex allergies. So they're lying. Rule 4.
If someone tells you to drink water, tell them to fuck off.
So,
look, I don't care how much you're drinking liquor-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Drink water with it, or you might die. That's just it's a solid practice to go ahead and drink the water with your liquor.
But because these are sorority sisters, Nick, and you are a lawyer, I want you to tell me, because you remember the Brock Turner situation, right? What happens when these girls out here getting sloshed, whether it's at Stanford or anywhere else? Where's that blame going to go to?
Straight on the drunk guy.
Straight on him. So, fellas, I've been telling you, Drex is a misogynist. I don't really like this guy. Okay, go ahead and start drinking with these bras. And, I'm having a good time. Next thing you know, Nick,
next thing you know, he got chased down by 2 Europeans on bikes.
Of course he did. Simp enforcers. Simp enforcers. I've been telling you guys about this, man. The Ku Klux Klan were beta male enforcers, right? In the black community, you have a bunch of black simps. Say something about black women in the black community, they will gun you down. Say something like, hey man, keep your legs closed. We got to close this Planned Parenthood. We need stronger black families. Got him.
Message.
Nick, message. So you're gone. Number 5, you guys are going to love this one. Swallow the kids, bitch.
There you go.
Now, Nick, this is what some of these guys may not know. So these chicks aren't using condoms, right? That was their rule, right? That was rule 3. So if they're not using condoms, if you leak in one of these broads and get them pregnant, got him. If you ghost her, guess what, Nick? Your DNA is there. Got him. Title IX, Betsy DeVos, they went in and started investigating Obama's completely overbearing Title IX, right?
Title IX's insane.
It's insane. Do you know what they found, Nick? Over 90% of these cases were complete bullshit.
Yeah.
No, 90. So remember, now you know what the feminists say, right? Oh, false rape allegations is extremely rare. It's like 3 to 4%, right? That's they've been.
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's what they say. But let me ask you this, Nick. Of every Hollywood celebrity who's been Me Too'd, how many of them turned out to be true?
I have no idea.
Because so let's be honest, Nick. The worst you could say would be, well, this one is, it's a 50-50, right? It's one of those he said, she said, like not enough concrete evidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst of the worst. Like in terms of someone saying, can we prove this person held a woman down and raped her? Oh, someone said, clever duck, 2% is what the feminists cite. Yeah, Nick, where are they getting these numbers? Where are they getting? What do they always say? We don't want to attack false accusers because then the real victims won't come out. What's that acknowledging, Nick? That's an admission.
Oh,
they know that, yeah, these are bullshit. Crystal Mangum, the one who falsely accused of Duke Lacrosse. Yep. Where's she at, Nick? In prison for murder. Oh, but you got number 6.
Yeah. Shackers must leave by 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm. So they're the ones wanting to do the pump and dump. Like they want the guys to leave after they get ran through.
Now,
right?
Do we know who wrote the list? Like, do we have any idea?
No, but here's the thing, though. If you are one of the guys in the chat, push a 1 if you knew sorority girls or went to a sorority house with sorority sisters. Nick, it doesn't matter if it's on a fridge or not. They have rules like this. They have rituals. It's so bad. I keep telling you guys how bad it is, man. These sorority chicks, you think they have a body count of 0? Nick, let me ask you this. Your average sorority thought, what do you think her body count is by the time she leaves college? If you just take a wild guess. Wild guess. All those drunken weekends, football games, basketball games.
50.
Train. Wait, in 4 years?
I don't know.
Quadruple it. Quintuple it. You got, man, people think Tommy Lauren going to UNLV. We know about the train. You look, my man was at RoboNext, 666, triple digits. Nick, I'm not lying. I'm not making these triple digits. Drex is just making all this up. Okay, go to these sororities, ask the ball players, right?
Actually, you're wrong. It's 2 because she's a queen.
Oh, man. Oh, wait, is it me? Yeah, I'm number 7. When in doubt, drink another one. Nick. Now, that kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier, right?
Yeah.
When these chicks are getting sloshed. And Nick, so she's a little tipsy, right? She should stop. But what's she going to do? If she drinks more, you men, those with the XY chromosome, what happens to you, Nick? You're the one who gets hit with that Title IX. You're the one who gets hit with Me Too. You're the one who's before a judge facing real time. Because Nick, she was too impaired. But I was drunk too. Do they care, Nick? Have you ever heard them say they were both drunk, so it's a wash, right?
No, they never. That's the crazy thing. It kind of used to be that way, but it's not anymore. Now, if the woman was drunk, well, then the man obviously took advantage of her every time. But I mean, he was also drunk.
Oh, check this out, Nick. What if the guy was 20, but the girl was 21? So she was legal age to drink. He was not. By definition, she took advantage of him, right? Because she's legal age. Why was she supplying to a minor, right? Or I should say a minor, someone that was not of drinking age.
Right.
Does she face charges? Nope. Nope.
Number 7. Oh, wait, you read that one. Number 8, the less clothing, the better. I agree. That's a solid college party right there.
Yep. You saw that in Blue Mountain State, right? What were the girls wearing, Nick? So women's liberation. When you gave women the right to do as they wanted, they decided to become promiscuous thoughts. Or in the Bible, they talk about what, Nick? Harlotry, right? Harlotry. That's their default setting is self-destruction. Just go like this. I'm just gonna let a woman wear wherever she wants. Watch this. Hey Nick, what's she gonna wear? If you let any girl growing up take away the dad and go like this, let her wear what she wants. What's she gonna wear, Nick?
A bikini top.
Something thottery, right?
Yeah.
What is she gonna stay chaste? Is she gonna like, oh, I'm only gonna get with one man and get married if there's no father around? What's she gonna do?
Well,
more than likely, she's gonna be these two sad-looking 1,000-cock stare broads who have been ran through, and their numbers might go into the quadruple digits, multiple STDs, a few abortions. A lot of these chicks have had, Nick, in these colleges, you know how many abortions these chicks have had? Because they don't know who the dad is, because they've been ran through.
No, because they don't report the data.
I know.
Yeah.
Listen, these hoes have been lying to y'all. They've been hiding. They've been ducking and dodging. But Drexology is real. I tell the truth. I'm not here telling you guys what really goes down. When someone says, Nick, this isn't true, and then we read off text, Drex, I really love this guy. I think this is something real. Hey, Nick, what was the next text? But I want that BBC gangbang. Wait, what?
Yeah, stop.
Come on. Oh, number 9. I'm assuming that's no small, right? Like, because it shows.
It's no cock blocks.
Yeah. No, huh?
It's no cock blocks. That's a penis.
Oh, you know what I thought that was? I thought that was no small dick blacks. So no. You can see it though, right?
Yeah, but it's no cock blocks.
Okay, well, yeah, there you go. No cock blocks.
And then number 10 is my favorite rule. Mm-hmm. It is absolutely degenerate. Chuck and rally. If you're getting too drunk, just throw up and get going again.
Yep.
Drink more.
That's right. So these are your queens. All my white nationalist guys out there. These are your queens. When they go to these liberal colleges, these liberal universities, and go out here get ran through, and someone put sounds like projection. If you believe that, I wasn't the one at these. Nick saw me in college, well, at least for 1 year.
We didn't have fraternities or sororities.
We didn't have any of that. I did not engage in the fuckery. I stayed abstinent through college. So for anyone out there who was thinking, Drex was out here doing, nope. I was playing Battletoads with Nick. I was writing poems when I was in JUCO. So I know.
For Adrian Salinas.
That's right, man. For everyone out there who's, we're going to get Drex. We're going to go back in his college and find, nope.
Or not what was his name? Adrian Lewis. Adrian Lewis. Yeah.
Yep. Nope. I stayed away from the thoughts while I was in college, man. Didn't have it happen. So, because I knew about, like, here's the thing, Nick. It wasn't so much Title IX that I was fully aware of. I just knew how females were. And I was like, oh, these bras get you caught up. You could see, they would, we're wasted. They would get high, get drunk, get ran through by my teammates. And I was like, well, if that's what they want to do, that's not the crowd I want to be around, which is what you said about Blue Mountain State. What was the straight-laced guy's name?
Oh, well, Golden Arm.
Golden Arm.
He's only in it for an episode.
Yeah, but Nick, I told you, when I went on my visits at these different colleges, they knew not to test me with that bullshit. Yeah. They knew, because this, for you guys out there who don't know, when you go on a visit, when you're in high school and you get recruited by these colleges, they want to entice you. They actually treat you, Nick, it's similar to like the devil's temptation, right? They try to tempt you, right, with vices, right? So what do most young men fall victim to? Drugs, alcohol, women. They use those to lure you to, hey, come down, because the money goes to your parents. So they want you to come to these colleges, right? That's how they try to lure you. But Nick, do you know what happens when you go in there and you are all business? They know real quick, we better start talking about the school.
Right.
They want to keep these athletes, just like this is kind of like the Democrats trying to keep blacks dumb and in the dark. They want you to, they control your schedules, right? They go like this, oh, no. We have weightlifting at 6 a.m., so you can't take that class. We have practice at this time. You can't. They put you in the most bullshit classes, Nick. Yeah. Because they want to keep you dumb. They want to use you up. So just like guys out there who are using women in their most fertile years, right? They just use them up, like what happened to Tommy Lauren. Yeah. She got used up in her most fertile years. The same thing happens with athletes, Nick. These universities want to use these guys up when they're at their peak physical condition, right?
Right.
They don't care if these guys blow out knees, ankles, hips, backs. They use them up, chew them up, and spit them out.
Yeah, sometime we should have a discussion about the NCAA system.
Oh,
because it is one of the most corrupt.
It's a cartel. It's an actual cartel, man.
It's
I lived the shit.
You know, it was ridiculous when the NFL players said we're in modern day slavery or whatever, but it's less ridiculous when you look at the NCAA.
Facts. Oh, here's a prime example, Nick. You are a college coach. If you transfer schools while working for another school, right?
Yeah.
And you just say, yep, deuces, and just bounce, is there a penalty on you?
No.
As a player, if I decide, hey, I'm playing for Duke, I want to go to UNC.
You lose a year.
Oh, you losing a year of eligibility? Was there tampering involved? We can get you kicked out of school. If I signed a jersey, because I'm starving in a dorm room, and I signed a jersey.
Yep.
Oh, he took illegal benefits, canceled. Wait, what?
All the while, the schools are making millions of dollars.
And overall billions. Billions the NCAA makes as a collective. It's a cartel.
And they take it. The funny thing is, they're partly making it from ticket sales. They're partly making it from boosters, and basically people donating for the purposes of sport. And it's not going to the university's primary purpose, which is education.
They don't care about your education.
Doesn't go there at all.
It does not go there at all, man. But someone put on there, then don't play Demon Slayer. You guys got to understand. You get in it thinking it's one thing, because this is exactly what they say, you Nick, and you've heard this. I've told you, I'm sure other athletes have told you. They talk about you're a student athlete. The student comes first. They talk about how they want you at that school to learn, to be flourishing member of society. So you're 18 years old in high school. You're like, oh, hey, I want to go there and get my education. When you get there and you're actually in it, you remember, Nick, you don't know that they're going to control your schedule. They don't tell you that, right?
No.
So
it's just when you go to register for classes and then suddenly we've got a schedule picked out for you.
You're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
But my major is criminal justice. No.
Physical education.
Yep. Coaching and officiating is a 2-credit class. Nick, I will never forget the first time I entered coaching and officiating. I was like, what the hell is this? I looked on there and I was like, isn't that my coach? Right? The head coach, right? Walk in there. Do you know what coaching and officiating was?
Practice.
No. It wasn't practice because that'd be illegal. It was the plays you were going to run. Because remember, you weren't allowed to be, contingency plays. So they went, a coaching class was the plays you're going to run.
Yeah.
I'm looking like, but everyone in this class is my teammate. Nick, there was one other kid in that class. That was a non-player, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he just must have had an interest in sports or something.
Not even in on the
Everyone got an A. 2-credit class. Everyone got an A, Nick. I played with some dumbasses, bro. I played with dudes that were staying on academic probation, right?
Yeah.
They had people take tests for them, right? And I remember my very first semester of college, I had a 4.0, right? And when the coach called me and asked me, because he's like, you barely passed high school. How did that happen? So he's probably thinking like, did I cheat? I was like, and I told him, I said, the only difference between high school and college was what, Nick? What's the main difference?
Homework.
I did not do one page of homework throughout high school or junior high. I told him I will not do it. So my grades tanked, right? Get to college, now tests and papers. And I was like, this is beautiful. Tests and papers. So aptitude test, right? I excel. So 4.0. Great, I'm on the dean's list. Oh, it's a revelation. He changed. I didn't change shit. Nick, the institution changed, right?
Yeah.
The curriculum changed. I didn't change. I go, that's the only difference. You and I were in the same college. Nick, you remember how these professors were? They didn't want to do work. They didn't want to sit there and be grading homework every day. They had lives.
Wow.
Well, we had some
except for your calculus teacher, or my calculus teacher, Weejay.
A hater?
What?
A hater?
No, he just made you do all the damn homework.
Yep.
Oh, it's terrible. Terrible class. Also, computer programming, don't do it.
Oh, I would never do that.
Yeah, I made that mistake.
Oops.
I should have just stuck with the writing classes.
Man, writing was great, man. College became a pure shit show, man. It's, Nick, there are people out there who don't understand me. I can tell you, I can give you an exact dollar amount that I put aside for my daughter's college. You know what it is? 0. I have not put 1 red cent toward my daughter's higher education. And why do you think that is, Nick? Because I know what happens. These girls cut their hair off, dye it purple, green, whatever, and become rabid, man-hating feminists. It's indoctrination. Now, will I support her in trades? Will I support her if she wants to do her own YouTube thing? Whatever she wants to do, Nick, I will support. I will not. No. if she wants to go to one of these colleges and go get ran through and go cut her hair off and become a man-hating feminist, nope, not happening.
There you go. There you go. Calling BS on what? Hashtag learn to code. No, me taking the computer programming class was a terrible idea. I'm not saying it's bad for you guys. It was bad for me because I was rolling easy through writing courses. Why would I bother with computer programming?
Why? Right?
It's like when I took physics.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why didn't I pick an easier science class for my one stupid class that I needed to take?
Yep. I think I took environmental science.
Should have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten over the fact that dude hosed me with implicit bias, man. He hosed me.
He hosed me.
I should have gotten an A in the class.
Yeah.
I ended up getting a B. Why? Now remember, you stayed with a team the whole time, right?
Yeah.
It was 3 of us, me and two females. So if we all work together the entire quarter or semester, whatever, right? Then you should have the same grade, right? Because you turn in all your work, right? You're a team. I'm thinking, how did this happen? When I was doing it, Nick, the dude looked at me and was like, oh, he's an athlete. The girls did all the work and they just put him up there to go speak, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you know how that went. I'm like, oh, here we go.
That happened to me in psychology class in high school.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Because our teacher kept coming up while we were pretty sure she got busted for bringing weed to a high school party, by the way, if I remember right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
But anyway, she kept coming up to our group while we were in the library, and we were in the computer lab. I wrote the paper. I hand wrote the paper, and then someone else was typing it up. Because I was like, guys, I wrote the paper. Can you just type it? Everybody gets an A, except for me. C-.
Yep.
And I was like, wait a minute. Why do I get a C-? Well, every time I saw everyone else was doing the work, you weren't even working. I wrote it.
I wrote
the paper.
There it is. Yep.
Well, I don't know.
Pure bias, right?
Yeah.
Just they saw something, created a narrative in their mind. These people need to be thrown in Kim Jong-un's piranha tank. You see what I'm saying?
We went from zero to piranha tank. I like
Look,
it.
man, Nick, you have to get rid of problems in this world, right?
Yeah.
When you identify a problem like, oh, this became a feminist indoctrination zone. We have cucks that are teachers. Get rid of them. Listen, that little clip in episode 1 should be played where Palpatine comes on and goes, wipe them out, all of them. That's how I feel about these people, man. Nick, I have they aren't humans. They're just communists.
Just communists.
They're just commies. Listen to them.
What was that?
You did the work. You put in the work.
Oh, yeah.
But because they didn't see you doing stuff, Nick, shouldn't that have been like, because now think about it.
Do you know how much work I had to do to like not get, I think I was like bordering on a D- or something in that class.
Yep.
Remember our law class?
Hey, man.
How much extra credit do I need to do? All of it.
Oh. Our law class was great, man.
That was the most rigged system I've ever seen in my life.
It was terrible. Because think about this for a second, Nick. So it basically was just all on a narrative, right? Because they didn't see you. Now this is how you know these teachers need to be thrown in a piranha tank with 150 Brazilian piranhas flown in.
Yeah.
Here's why. If you, Nick Rekieta, didn't put in the work for the group, who would have been the first to come up and tell the teacher, this person's not doing anything? Your team members, right? Your group members.
Yeah.
Because if I worked in a group, I'm not a snitch, but if someone literally did nothing, Nick, I'd be like, yo, bro, you're not contributing at all. So if the group is not coming up to the teacher saying, Nick's not literally doing nothing. He's literally just sitting there, just listening to music, zoning out. But if they didn't get that, and all you see is someone typing.
You know what our paper was on?
What's that?
Antisocial personality disorder. Drexel. The only books I checked out in high school were serial killer books.
Did you get called into office? Because I did.
Yes. Or no. I didn't.
You didn't? I did.
But I think they asked you about me.
Yeah. They asked me about you while I was called, and they said, you and Nick Rekieta have checked this book out 6 times. The Encyclopedia of Serial Killers.
If you don't want us to read it, why is it on the shelf?
Why is it on the shelf then? What?
But No, so that was obviously what I was reading about and studying all the time. I was into serial killers, so when we got to pick a personality disorder and write about it for psychology class, it was antisocial personality disorder. And I'm like, guys, I got this. No problem. Write the paper in my sleep.
That's right.
And so then, so she's like, but you didn't participate. Woman, I know you're a global studies major. You took Psych 101 in college. You are not a psychologist, a psychology major.
She's just useless. Just say it. Call her for what
she was.
Useless.
Terrible.
Useless.
Ensrud.
And that name sounds familiar.
She had a big head.
Okay, then definitely get rid of her.
Yeah.
I mean, look, women outnumber men. Why do we have hideous-looking females on Earth? Why is that a thing? That are dumb. That are trying to hold men back. So you've read those studies, right? Every study has proven that female teachers give male students worse grades, right? You've read about that, right? Because they don't believe in meritocracy. They do not advance beyond the third stage of cognitive development, which would be what? Care-based morality. They will sit there, Nick, see you busting your ass. And do you know where this is actually most prevalent? And I'm not going to rag on the women because the dudes do this shit too. Fayed, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And everyone in the chat knows where I'm going with this. Anyone who was in Fayed in elementary school growing up, the boys were playing hard. They were out there playing soccer, basketball, football, floor hockey, all the different little units you have.
Foursquare, tetherball, badminton.
but whatever, Nick, even if you weren't good, like you tried, right? We always put out the effort.
You had to.
Volleyball.
You yelled at if you didn't.
The girls didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I saw girls literally sit in the corner and talk, Nick. They got an A. I didn't. I said, wait a minute. And that's how I went off. So I got, my parents got called because I snapped on the teacher. And I said, and I got sent away. And they said that I wrote hateful stuff. I used a lot of gamer words and some other stuff in addressing the teachers. And I'm going to tell you who it is. You remember our little teacher? Elementary school. You remember him? Yeetall?
Mr. Moore.
I'll tell you about what happened, right?
Do you know he choke slammed our man Papasilos?
I believe it.
He choke slammed. Guys, he choke slammed a 10-year-old.
Oh, man. Yeah, he was, you know what, though? He might have had two things. I think he had roid rage and little man syndrome.
Yeah, I was going to say.
His little man syndrome was on 100. Like, because he was like, what, Nick? 5?
If.
But
he was
stocky.
He was built like it's not even funny. He was just built like a bowling ball. He was a tidal wave of destruction.
He was. And so he burst through the door.
Not a tidal wave. That would have been tall.
A bath wave.
Yeah.
So Nick, he burst through the door after I'll never forget. It was in floor hockey. We were too rough. According to him, we got pulled out of Fayed and got sent to the library. You remember the library at CHE, don't you? When you got sent there, you're like, for real? Like, that was punishment enough, right?
Guys, there was literally the library at our elementary school. This is how old we are. It had one computer, and they had just gotten
it,
like a CD-ROM drive for it. Oh, it was great. I remember when they got that one CD-ROM drive, and they're
big deal.
This is huge. Now our students will be able to. It's like no, they won't. Like one student might get to look at it ever. Oh god.
Yeah, I got sent there, Nick.
Yeah,
we got sent there to write the rules of floor hockey because he said, well, it was the rules of hockey because he was saying like the way we were playing was not the way the game was played, and I just went off on the dude. I went front and back, and just went off on the dude and started using the F word everything as a fifth grader.
Yeah.
When he burst through that door, Nick. Oh man, I'm gonna look, man. I gotta. Oh God, you would have just had to seen it to believe it. Like you remember how the class was, right? Like you got back from Fayed. I don't think we had lunch yet. You go back to class. You're just sitting in class. Teachers yapping about whatever. He burst through the door, and you remember in that little big blockhead.
Yeah,
bright red.
Who? He was like blonde, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Like lighter color. Yeah, white,
real light hair.
Yep.
So when he went red, like We're talking like Irish red.
Yeah.
Angry
He
red.
was red.
Gosh, who's your teacher? Your homeroom teacher at the time?
French you. Oh, quick note about her.
French you?
You remember her, right?
I had Frechette.
Yeah, that was the cute one.
Is this 6th grade or 5th?
5th.
I had Gilmore.
I had my guy.
Gilmer.
Yeah, I remember Mr. Gilmer.
No, Miss Gilmer.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Miss Gilmer. 'Cause she had the happy shoes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, happy shoes.
My mom played golf with her like 2 years ago.
Really?
Just randomly. She's like 900 years old.
I was gonna say, how's she doing now?
Yeah, I don't know how she's doing now. A couple years ago, she was doing okay.
Okay. well, my teacher, you probably forgot about her, but she was that chick who was. That was the first time I actually saw the effects of divorce.
Yeah,
on an older woman.
I never interacted with her.
She was a miserable soul.
I bet.
Oh, Nick, imagine being an 11-year-old boy, and your teacher would have like crying, like all these emotional issues, and you're kind of like you don't understand, right?
Yeah.
Over her divorce. So I'm assuming he divorced her.
Oh no.
Because she became insufferable, right?
You can't be in an environment with kids are savage. They don't have time for this. Hold on, I gotta get one super chat and then
Go ahead.
And then I've got a story about Miss Frechette.
Oh goodness.
Emmy Fire intern Chan says, "Hey Nick and Drex, I'm celebrating tonight. As of today, I'm student loan debt free.
Oh, congratulations, man.
Good job. It's time to bring out the jack, have a shot, and then bed for me because I have work tomorrow." And that's why you're debt free, or you're at least student loan debt free, Emmy Fire. Thanks for chiming in. Hope you have a good night. And hopefully next year we'll see you at Matsuri again or whatever. But that is really good news. So I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you're gonna believe me. But when we were 11, I might have been a snarky kid.
Yeah, I remember you.
Maybe.
That
might have been true. So I had Miss Frechette, and we had a math test, and I got all the questions right, and we had those extra questions on the math test, like 3 extra questions or whatever, and I got those right, and so we had a calculator, and so I'm like, okay, what's my actual score going to be? It was 107%, right, because of the extra credit.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, if you got all the questions right and all of the extra credit right, it's 106%. And I was like, no, it's 107. That was the final straw for Miss Frechette.
There it is.
She started screaming at me because she's like, I am so sick of you always correcting me. And she rants at me. I'm like, just sitting there getting yelled at for like 5 minutes. It was fantastic. It was
What?
Me and our man Jason.
Of course, JK.
Yeah.
Of course.
We would always we just had stupid lines all the time for her, and she was done with it. It was great. And it was early in the year too.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, she said she was sick of it. But you know what though? Once again, these emotional creatures. Why did you give these people power? Why did you give them anything? Because Nick, that's exactly how they would react, with irrational, emotional. Because all they're gonna do is what? Do shame, right? Bash, and scream. Just start yelling, right?
Oh, because she always used to tell us to face forward. Like while we were standing out in the hallway or whatever, face forward. It's like, when are you not facing forward? How do I even face backward? Try facing left. Guys, I want you at home. You in the chat. See if you can face any direction other than forward. Give it a shot. Oh, man. She hated stuff like that. She's like, watch your mouth. It's like, I don't have a mirror. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just those stupid kid jokes.
Yep.
And to be fair, if any kid sat around telling you kid jokes all day, you would bash your brains against the wall.
You would get sick of it. Yeah. Yeah, you would get sick of it. That's great.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, what else do I have today? I had an article that I wanted to talk about.
Oh, well, you got super chats too.
No, we're caught up on the big ones. We've got the other ones to do for sure, but on the big ones we are caught up currently.
Gotcha.
So let's see. We've got and we can do them in a minute, but this was we got to watch the cops shoot that guy.
Oh shit.
But I want to go through this one first. This one made me really happy. Now, have you ever heard of the city Portland, Oregon? Have you heard of that before?
I'm a little familiar with the city. Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I don't want to, I want to make sure you're familiar with that the city exists.
I mean,
now you remember what was happening in Portland not too long ago, right? And kind of still is.
Yeah, with all the riots and stuff.
The longest running protest of any city since George Floyd died.
Yep.
And did you hear about the story where they locked, they barricaded the Fed cops in the Fed building and then tried to light it on fire, right? Mm-hmm. Do you remember what the Portland mayor's reaction to that was? Or any of them?
Ted Wheeler is his name, right?
Yeah.
That's the mayor, yeah.
It was get the feds out of our city and all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. That's what had been going on. That was the rhetoric surrounded that. Well, I got a new news story for you. This was just updated earlier today. It's from 18 hours ago. All right. Here, let me pull this up. That headline says, Portland mayor condemns rioters for attempting to commit murder. Mm-hmm. The mayor said violent protesters will be used as props for President Trump's re-election campaign.
Wow.
So he says, Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler Thursday evening condemned the actions of rioters who attempted to set fire to a police precinct and block the exits while the officers were inside. Now, he didn't say this when they did it to the Fed building.
Nope.
Suddenly he's saying it while doing it to the police precinct. Quote, when you commit arson with an accelerant in an attempt to burn down a building that is occupied by people who you have intentionally trapped inside, you are not demonstrating. You're attempting to commit murder, Wheeler said in a news conference. These are peaceful protests, though. It's all peaceful. Remember
Notice
that?
He said with Portland Police Chief Chuck Lavelle, right?
Yeah.
So because he's standing right next to him, so he has to basically stick to the pro-police script now.
Yep.
State police, not federal.
Right. The feds, they did the exact same thing at the Fed courthouse. They barricaded the feds in, and it was all plywood, and they tried to throw accelerants and incendiaries at the building.
So why didn't they use deadly force? They had a right to.
Because could you imagine if they did? What would have,
I know what would happen.
It would have been a massacre one way or the other.
Yeah. I have an idea of where the money would go and who would get massacred.
Yeah, I know were I a betting man, the people in a fortified building with automatic weapons would probably be high on the list.
Who are more well-trained, would probably win.
But these people, the whole narrative was, now that the feds are gone, everything's peaceful. It was all the feds causing the thing. And they were doing this exact same thing to the feds, and they didn't say anything about it at all. They're trying to straight murder people by burning them to death.
Yep.
Which would be an exquisite way to go. Just terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't think for a moment that if you are, and this is what it all comes down to, that if you are participating in this activity, you are not being a prop for the re-election campaign of Donald Trump. Because you absolutely are, he said. You are creating the B-roll film that will be used in ads nationally to help Donald Trump during this campaign. If you don't want to be a part of that, then don't show up.
Wow.
That's his angle.
Wow.
It's fantastic.
Wow. Speaking of Trump, something you and I talked about. Well, I guess do you have more in the article?
There's more.
That's
but
the main thing.
Yeah, it's the same stuff. I believe that city staff could have died last night, Wheeler said. I cannot and I will not tolerate that. What about the feds? I don't like feds, but they're in there protecting Fed property and the exact same thing. And they're like, oh, this is just peaceful. This guy went down there with them. He went to hang out with them.
Yep. That's your Portland. I got people in Portland. And they stay away from all the foolishness. I'm just like,
of course.
What are you guys doing, man? You just see a place, you're like, just what are you doing? But speaking of Trump, Nick, something that you and I talked about in the car, which was the super far leftists who are mad at Trump right now. And what are they mad at him for, Nick? Because his name wasn't on
Not on the Epstein list.
Wasn't on the Epstein list. So people are mad at Trump. Let this sink in, everybody in the chat. The libtards are mad at Trump because he is not a pedophile. Let that sink in. His name was not on Jeffrey Epstein's list. Wow. Nick, that's how far it's gone. Can't make it up, man. You really can't make this up.
Okay, here we go. I got this guy. Let's read the article real quick. And then we'll look at the video. All right, so the article is Phoenix cops kill a man after responding to noise complaint over video game. All right, Ryan Whitaker was sitting at home with his girlfriend playing video games when he was killed by police. A noise complaint from an annoyed neighbor resulted in cops shooting and killing a man within 5 seconds of him opening his front door. When was this? 19 hours ago. This just happened.
Damn, man.
Ryan Whitaker opened the door holding a gun in his right hand. Okay, so he has a gun in his right hand. We'll have to look for it, which is legal in Arizona, but it made the cops fear for their lives. However, the cops never gave him a chance to put the gun down, which he appeared to be trying to do when one of the cops shot him in the back 3 times.
Oh, in the back?
You'll see the setup in just a second.
Oh, Jesus, man.
Why did you guys shoot him? Whitaker's girlfriend, Brandy Knees. Sorry. Her name is Brandy Knees. Yelled as she stepped into the doorway. He just pulled a gun on us, ma'am, Phoenix police officer Jeff Cook said. Because it's dark and someone just knocked on the door, Knees responded. When Phoenix police officer John Ferragamo asked Knees if she and Whitaker had been fighting, she told him they were only playing video games. Literally, we were making salsa and playing Crash Bandicoot.
Wow.
So there may have been some screaming from PlayStation, but it wasn't domestic violence or anything, she said. Incident took place on May 22nd after an upstairs neighbor called police to complain about the noise. I got to get to work tomorrow and I'm getting no sleep, said the neighbor in the second 911 call he made to police at 10:44 p.m.
Hey, Nick, ask me how many times I've ever called the cops on somebody.
How many times have you ever called a cop on somebody?
None. And Nick, if it's a little lot, first of all, I'm one of those dudes where, Nick, if I'm tired, I'm done. Like, I'm not one of those people who goes, I need to be silent. No. My brother had parties that I slept through. I do not need silence to sleep.
This guy needs to sleep. Just pick up a drinking problem. That's how other people deal with it.
Right?
Like, just get some barbiturates or whatever. And
to call the cops on people playing a video, really, bro? Like,
it's 10:44 p.m. That's not that late.
Well, it depends on what time he has to be up, right? Like, if he works at 5 and he has to be up at 3:45, yeah, I don't know. But
to me,
the cops, though,
if you're calling the cops before midnight, look, I know you might have to get up early. That might be your thing, but like, before 11 o'clock at night.
How loud could they have really been, though? Be honest.
Yeah. Crash Bandicoot isn't that exciting.
Yeah. How loud could they have really been for Crash Bandicoot?
Maybe they're making that slap salsa. When the dispatcher asked if the verbal argument had turned physical, he said it had turned physical, but sounded as if he was just saying that to get the police to respond quicker. So he says, he tells them that he tells the cops that these two's verbal argument has gone physical. It could be physical, he said. I could say, yeah, if that makes anybody hurry on up, get anybody here faster. This guy should go to prison.
Yeah, because now he is instigating. Like, you know what this is similar to, Nick? This is similar to that Tyler Burris guy during the swatting. Because, now given, he obviously didn't intend for someone to get killed. Unlike Tyler Burris, when you're swatting someone, pretending to have a hostage situation. But look at that situation, though. What are you doing? Yeah, if that gets him here quicker, what are you doing?
Cops arrived 8 minutes later. That's a fast response.
They wouldn't do it for my black ass.
By the way,
someone said I was being attacked by my girlfriend. They'd be like,
Let's put this into perspective. Let's say you really got a physical altercation. War Machine shows up for Christy Mack.
Ooh.
You think 8 minutes? You think 8 minutes is going to save her?
No, she's done. She's done, fam.
Knocked on the door with one of them yelling Phoenix police before both of them stepped off to the side. making it impossible for anybody to see them through the peephole. Of course, we got some editorializing here because this, I believe, is kind of an anti-cop website. So we're gonna watch the video and we'll see that. So remember that, they're adding their thoughts in here too. When Whitaker opened the door with the gun to his side, the cops shined their flashlights in his face, blinding him before noticing the gun. "Whoa, hands, hands, hands," Ferragamo yelled as Whitaker lowered his body with his left hand in the air, his right hand appearing to be putting the gun down. Cook then fired 3 times, shooting him in the back. Earlier that day, Whitaker had attended his daughter's high school graduation. Oh, there's the picture.
Oh, man.
Look at that. That's nice.
Yeah, man.
Whitaker's family has been demanding justice for his slaying, according to Arizona Central. "They shot my brother in cold blood and murdered him. Murdered him," Steven said. He challenged Phoenix Police Chief Jerry Williams to fire Cook, who has been with Phoenix PD for about 3 years, and arrest him for murder. "We want justice. Be accountable for your actions. Hold people accountable." I just want you guys to know that when we watch this video, if you were in the same altercation, in the exact same situation without a badge, you think you'd not be arrested for murder. That's
right.
That's the question. You're not wearing a badge. You're in the exact same situation. You have the same rules of force, rules of engagement. Are you in prison that night and forever? We'll take a look because that's the end of the useful part of the article. Okay, here we go. Let me get the audio so we can hear him yell Phoenix Police or whatever. And you have to remember, if there's a noise complaint,
gunshots allowed.
Well, if there's a noise complaint, you may not hear them say police. Like
perhaps.
Okay, hold on. One more audio thing to fix here. All right, you ready?
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Phoenix Police.
Oh, content warning. You're going to see a guy get shot.
How you doing? Whoa! Put hands!
Here's the other angle.
Police. How you doing? Whoa! Put hands! Put your hands down!
I mean, is that not murder? Is it not murder? Is it not like, is there anything reasonable about that encounter? That, to me,
Hold on. Where's those people that claim that the cops never do wrong, right?
that dude has got his one, he's got,
He goes, whoa.
if he raises the gun, they're going to shoot. So he goes, whoa. Hands up, kneels down. He's making the move to put the gun down. From behind, capped him.
If it were up to me, wait, does Arizona have a death penalty?
I think it might.
Death penalty.
Even if not, death penalty entity. Anyway.
Death penalty.
If you
Are
did
you
this,
serious? Remember, Nick, he probably didn't hear it was the cops. Because, Nick, let me mention something.
even if it is, how do you rob someone? Phoenix Police, open up.
You would know, right? Because, Nick, if it was a robbery, whoa. Because once someone has the drop on you, what do, Nick? Yo, bro, like, you got me. You got the drop. This is murder, man.
If you did this, and
oh, someone put, yes, they do have the death penalty. Yeah, I remember them being, death penalty, man. Now, Demon Slayer says I'm insane. No, because here's the reason why. Once, this goes back to accountability. Understand, this is why Nick made this point. If you did not have that badge on, Nick, what would that be?
murder. At least second degree, if not first degree.
Bare minimum second degree. Even that, Nick, even that's pushing it. I mean,
try and convince someone that you're in reasonable fear for your life in this situation.
When the person go, whoa, and they're going down, he's going leaning, right?
Yeah.
He's leaning down.
Okay, good analogy is the Florida guy who shot the guy over the parking space, over the handicap parking space. When they slowed the video down, they noticed the guy had taken a step back and was turning away. and that guy fired anyway, and it happened about this fast, they still said he was retreating. He was not advancing. You know, there's no reasonable way you're feeling in fear for your life. At that point, he takes the L because the guy was not advancing, was not making any threatening moves. This guy is going down and away and putting the gun arm to the floor with his other hand up, saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. Saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. He's got bam, bam, bam. Remember, this guy has no idea he's done anything wrong in this situation.
Yep.
This is someone knocking on your door at almost 11 o'clock at night, randomly.
Do you know what my biggest issue is with the video? There's why I said death penalty, Nick. Because it's in the back.
Yeah.
He's not shooting. Look, you saw the angle, right?
Yeah.
He's not shooting it. If it was a dude from the front going, whoa, and a shot, you mean, okay, you know, and you know, okay, you know, heat of the moment, right?
Let's take.
It's the other guy.
Let's take this slow mo real quick.
How you doing? Whoa! Put hands!
In the back, man.
That dude is not in any way pulling a gun on those dudes.
In any way. Okay, so Nick, where's the guys who blindly defend cops, right? Remember I talked about this when Justine Demond got killed, right? And I told you, I said, one of the things I found disturbing was that, and this is not to pick on white people at all, so don't get me wrong, but one thing that I found disturbing was that up until Justine Demond got killed right here in Minnesota, it was almost always, you know, we were talking about the ones that the news really pushed, right, Nick? Like the ones that the news pushed was when it was a black male, usually male, right? Mm-hmm. Black male gets killed by a white cop.
Yeah.
Even when the black guy wasn't doing anything, they would always pull the whole, they would come up with these things, right? And then black people would say, hey man, the guy's not threatening you, he's not doing, no. And that's why they would always have that narrative, like, you know, the police is always right narrative, right? That was the narrative until Justine Demond, right?
Yeah.
And then when Justine Demond got killed, there was no Black Lives Matter anywhere. The police union didn't say all that normal talk that they give, right? How police are always right, these cops, they left that dude, the Somalian, out to dry. And I said, isn't that funny? And so when I look at this, Nick, it's a lack of accountability. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. It's just a lack of, if I know that I'm not held accountable to I can go kill people and like there's no consequence. The video you showed me of the guy in the hotel, that might have been the worst of ever.
Yeah, Daniel Shaver.
I think that's the worst one in history, man.
Here's the problem with this stuff. This should draw as much outrage as Derek Chauvin.
Should.
Daniel Shaver should have drawn as much outrage as Derek Chauvin. It never does. These never get played. You never see this stuff. Why isn't this national news?
It should be because it has been a narrative.
This is in May.
That was in May. I didn't know about this. I'm sure people in Arizona maybe knew, right? I got
maybe some people.
Look, man, Nick, I'm fair. If listen, I don't care if you're black, white, whatever, but if you're out here doing ending people's lives, man, you got to be held accountable.
Yeah.
So you look at how is the cop that's shooting the dude who he's not got the gun on? Come on, man.
He doesn't have the gun on anybody.
He doesn't have anybody because he's going down.
Yeah, he didn't reach to his waistband. He had the gun in his hand when he answered the door, which you can do. Yep. By the way, as long as you are not drawing the weapon on someone, you absolutely can have a gun in your hand. Yep. Not necessarily recommended for this type of situation. And yes, by the way, you are legally allowed to have a firearm in your hand in Arizona when the police come to your door. Yep. You can do that. In your own home. Of course you can. Again, not recommended.
Well, and the someone in the chat said something I was going to say, which was, why don't you just talk to the guy directly and be like, yo, man, could you turn it down? If my neighbor had stuff a little loud, I'd be like, yo, but look, man, I don't want to be that dude, but could you turn it down a little bit, right?
Yeah. Well, it's because we don't develop And I'm
everything
guilty
has
of
to
this.
involve cops. Look, come on, man.
I'm guilty of this. I don't develop neighborly relations very well because I want to be left alone by everybody.
Yep.
But that being said, I'm also not going to call the cops on my neighbors.
Yep.
Ever.
I've
Like,
never called the cops.
It would have to be serious. Like where I'm fearing that something's spilling over to me.
Blood curdling scream or something would make you go, oh, you know what I'm saying? But Nick, over
But a lot of my neighbors are cops, so
right?
they'll figure that out. I don't even care.
Dude, a man lost his life, man. Nick, yeah. This doesn't get any media attention, especially national, because they don't give a shit about white men. It doesn't fit the narrative, Nick. It was a white dude who got murdered.
Yeah.
If that was a woman or a black male, national media.
Oh, yeah.
National attention, man.
We'd have the Reverend Al Sharpton.
Jesus.
These killings is ridiculous.
If there is one person, Nick, well, there's more than one. But if I had the option of any black person with a Y chromosome who I would not even shed, my eye wouldn't even get salty, and I saw them go in some horrible fashion, it would be fucking Al Sharpton.
That guy is an
absolute
prick.
Stand Al Sharpton. I'm saying, I was always done with Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson because they're just race baiters, right? But when I was officially done was the Duke Lacrosse debacle. The Duke Lacrosse debacle, to me, is one of those things where it proved what Al Sharpton always has been, which is just a race baiting,
scumbag,
right?
Just, that's enough.
And he's an opportunist. So he had someone put, was that Just Kevin, White Lives Matter? I don't know why you don't. Why can't you, Nick?
Because if you went out in the street with a sign that said White Lives Matter, you never get employed again.
We know that. We know why.
They're all complaining about like, oh, people are taking pictures of these protesters. It's like, yeah, every one of them would take a picture of the White Lives Matter person. They would hound every employer ever for the rest of their lives. They would do it. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Someone said they knew a woman who worked for Sharpton. He doesn't pay a living wage. He's a hustler, man.
Yeah.
These guys have never worked in their lives.
Oh, they're just.
Has Jesse Jackson ever worked? Has he done anything? Has Al Sharpton ever? Have they ever worked?
They
got their hands dirty.
The Justice Brothers.
Oh, they out there running their mouths, hustling money.
Out there with that megaphone.
Do you know what?
We gonna stop this white on black violence.
You know who he's similar to? He's similar to Anita Sarkeesian, right?
Yeah.
They just go and try to hustle people and squeeze them and shame them into giving them money. There's no difference. The fact that Al Sharpton has ever been given a platform is disturbing.
Yeah.
Like, people, you guys listen to this guy?
Oh, they're awful.
I'm like, you guys are giving credence to Al Sharpton? Fuck out of here.
Bro Tato brought up a point that I want to hit on the video here. He says, Nick, the cop stood off to the sides of the door. He can't see them through the people. He doesn't know who knocked on the door. And I don't know if he heard them say Phoenix Police or not, but you're right. I mean, he looks out. If he looks out, he can't see. He's not seeing anybody. Why do they do that? I guess they do that so in case someone looks through the people and sees his cops, they don't just start opening.
True.
Guns blazing, but.
True.
I mean.
But still though.
That was nasty. That's a nasty video. Architect of Fate says not murder. Agreed that that is an execution. On a side note, Drex, get your channel up. But this was an execution, and why qualified immunity needs to be removed. Florida man who grapes an alligator gets off. The cop needs to die.
It's bad, man. Like, Nick, there are people, I've seen so many people blindly defend cops. They were just like, cops are always right. And I said, look, man, that is so Nick, saying the cop is always right narrative is just as dangerous as believe all women, right?
Yeah.
Because now you set a precedent. Once someone knows, oh, I'm not held accountable, the worst of the worst people will exploit that. Now, does that mean all? No. But Nick, enough, right? Because here's the thing, Nick. Let's just say someone says, this doesn't happen that often. But Nick, do you care if that's your loved one? A girl lost her father on the day she graduated. graduated, you guys.
You know what?
Like-
You know what else doesn't happen all that often?
What's that?
Murder in general.
True, yes.
In the scheme of things,
Yep.
murder doesn't happen all that often.
Yep. There's 328.2 million people in America.
Yeah,
So-
having a murder rate of what? Something like 10,000 a year or less. That's actually, I mean, can always be better,
Yeah.
but that's not that many. And if you eliminate gang and drug related violence, it's halved at least.
Yeah, you don't have much.
And it's crazy to think about it. It's rare, but most people will go through their lives without someone close to them being murdered.
Correct. Yeah, people will die, but not murdered.
Right. And so to think about this, yeah, it's rare when cops do it. It's rare when other people do it too, and we need to punish them in the same way. Like, this is, if you did this without a badge, you go to prison. Maybe forever. Maybe for the rest of your life.
You're done.
This guy, don't even know if he gets fired. It's hard
Look,
to say.
Nick, look at Amber Geiger, right?
Yeah.
She came into this man's house.
Yep. And was she convicted or not?
Yeah, she got convicted. But
She got convicted.
You know she's going to get a BS sentence, right? Because I think she got, like, I want to say 10 years. If I recall, it was 10 years.
Let's see.
Man, come on, man.
Police are still investigating whether they will charge Cook.
Imagine that.
Let's see if there's any update on that. I mean, of course, this is Jeff Cook, police officer, Arizona.
Yep.
Let's see. 2 days ago, family of man killed by Phoenix police continues calls for transparency.
It was only a matter of
What? I don't want that. So yeah, they're still asking. They're still asking just for the cop to be fired. He's not even fired yet.
And yet people don't see the problem. Here's the thing, Nick. The defund the police thing has to stop. It's not about defund the police. It's about accountability. It's always been about accountability. Nick, people, all they see are
What? No.
symptoms.
one man is sharing her memory.
It just randomly starts videos.
Oh yeah,
Terrible.
that stuff sucks.
Terrible. But anyway, so I had that. Let me see. I had one more. I think I had one more story to talk about.
Nick, this dude is dude on his daughter's graduation the same
Yeah.
day. Like, probably an emotional high. Cool down with some Crash Bandicoot at night with your girlfriend or whatever, and you died.
Crash and smash.
Right? Like, Nick, you died.
Gonna bandit that coot.
That's your last day on Earth, man.
Yeah.
Like, after Nick, Crash Bandicoot, you answer the door going, Nick, he didn't come out, drawn, ready to shoot. He was like, let me just check because, it's Arizona. Crazies, right?
Yeah.
I bet you at that moment that even when he's going down, like, whoa, chill. He doesn't think he's going to die, Nick.
No.
That's what people don't understand, man. Imagine that's your last day on Earth. Your last moment is, whoa, my bad. Hey, I'm going down. Chill.
Ben he didn't see the gun being pulled. The gun wasn't pulled. The gun was in his hands when he opened the door.
Yep.
He sees the guy going down, putting the gun down to the ground. Because the gun's in it. They see the gun immediately when he opens the door.
And remember though, Nick, what else happened? He recognized it was the police, right? He immediately was like, whoa, ho, and he goes to the ground. Like, if you notice, he doesn't make a step forward, Nick. He's like, whoa, and he starts going down. Because he sees who it is. And once he sees it's the cops. Man.
Here, we'll take a look at it again. All right, here we go.
But he reached for his AK-47, according to police.
Whoops. I had it. Come back. There we go. All right, we'll look at it one more time. You can see the gun at the guy's back. Look at the freeze frame. You can see the gun in his hand right when it's in his right hand already. The cops see it when he opens the door.
Phoenix Police. How you doing? Whoa! Put hands!
All right. So that's the first one.
Whoa, put your hand down.
I don't see his hand go up, man. I see him and the hands go down. He's got that. They see the gun immediately. Immediately. That's why they say, whoa, 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 hands. From this angle, he's reaching. No, it's in his hand. He's going down. I cannot see at all what you're talking about with him reaching. Look, it's in his hand. You can watch him come out. You can see the glint right there, right where the mouse is. You can see the glint on the chamber. The cops see that gun's already in his hand. They see it right away. They say, whoa, immediately.
He's kneeling, man.
Here. He goes down.
Yet the cop who is not in danger, Nick, shoots him.
The shooter sees the gun already.
Yep. Why are these people cops? He's dead. So a man lost his life over nothing. And man, that's your last day on earth, man.
Yeah.
Your last moments on this earth that you just saw your daughter graduate, you had pictures of with her. That's how it ends.
I mean, if you're going to tell me that's a justified shoot, remember, that guy has every single right on this planet to have a gun at his door in the middle of the night. He has it every single right. These people have come to, the state has come to his home because he was playing video games. He has done, he's not holding someone at gunpoint.
Nope.
He's not running a red light. He's not selling drugs. The man is in his damn house. He has every right to be there with a gun. Every single right. Did the guy get to work the next day? Jesus Christ.
It's unbelievable, man.
I got this other story. This story's fun because of how it plays out.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
This headline's really salacious, but the story, it makes a little bit more sense. But I like the headlines. I like the headlines. Louisiana Supreme Court upholds black man's life sentence for stealing hedge clippers more than 20 years ago.
They also put the black man in there.
Yeah.
Like, just put, a man.
It's a man's life.
A man's life.
Like,
it's always, and it's CNN. You know what to expect.
Yeah. Someone's mad out there. I don't know. I think Lady Raggeds will take care of that one.
Yeah.
Sounded like they were going upstairs. So a black Louisiana man will spend the rest of his life in prison for stealing hedge clippers after the Louisiana Supreme Court denied his request to have his sentence overturned last week. Now that sounds terrible. And his name is Fair.
Yeah, but when you read on.
Yeah. He was convicted in 1997 on one count of attempted simple burglary. In his appeal, his attorney Peggy Sullivan wrote that he contends that his life sentence is unconstitutionally harsh and excessive. The Supreme Court disagreed with 5 justices choosing to uphold the life sentence. The lone dissenter in this decision was Supreme Court Chief Justice Burnett Johnson, who wrote that the sentence imposed is excessive and disproportionate to the offense the defendant committed. Johnson is the only female and black person on the court. The rest are white men. I love how CNN writes this article. The sentence is sanctioned under the habitual offender law, Johnson noted in her dissent, meaning that Brian's previous criminal history supports the sentence. So notice that the Chief Justice who dissented still agrees that it's the proper judgment under the law. Like, it is sanctioned under the habitual offender law. I mean, so he was convicted in 1979 for attempted armed robbery, 1987 for possession of stolen things, attempted forgery of a check worth $150 in 1989, and for simple burglary of an inhabited dwelling in 92, all before his 1997 arrest for the failed attempt at stealing edge clippers. I mean, not to be insensitive, but this dude didn't ever stop stealing stuff.
Yeah. Well, but my thing is this though, Nick. At the same time, he's doing life, but we looked at lots of cases where people have done far worse things.
Yeah. No,
and
I don't think this guy should get a life sentence.
Well, I think that's
a ridiculous rule.
It's absurd.
But the way they're framing this, like the Supreme Court isn't supposed. This Louisiana Supreme Court, state Supreme Court's job is not to determine whether or not this guy's sentence is like fair. It's to determine
is it basically is it legal?
Is it legal?
Is it legal?
And it is. And this guy needs to he should maybe get a pardon or something like that. But the way they put it is like the 5 white justices.
Yeah. They always do the identity politics, but I think most people in the chat would agree. Although this guy is a douche and he is a thief, he is a criminal.
You don't deserve life.
Life, come on though.
Your whole life.
Life though, come on though, man.
This is a good point. His 23 years in prison. He's already done 23 years. He's 52 now. Has Louisiana taxpayers will have paid almost. Oh wait, no. He has cost Louisiana taxpayers over $500,000 just on one guy.
Yep.
If he lives another 20 years, Louisiana taxpayers will have paid almost $1 million to punish him for his failed effort to steal a set of hedge clippers.
Yeah, and let that sink in though, right? Because Nick, that's why the punishment should fit the crime, right?
Yeah.
So based on that crime, it's kind of like, look, I know this. Like I said, we're not saying the guy is a saint, but come on, Nick.
He's the saint of missing objects. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like, Nick, notice what he's trying to steal. The dude is not stealing something, of huge value, but like
he's not a multiple armed robber. He was a single armed robber back in '79, and did his time for that. The other stuff is some petty theft stuff. But yeah, it's I just thought this one was ridiculous. On the one hand, their question is, was the law applied appropriately? Sure.
Yep.
If you don't like it, change the law, and you should.
Yeah.
I'm opposed to I'm actually opposed to mandatory sentencing, except maybe for pedophiles.
Well, you know what you do with pedophiles.
Shark Tank.
The Project. It's a given.
Like
I don't know why that should be any question.
Yeah.
Like,
whoops! You tripped.
I mean,
You tripped at the aquarium.
But someone in the chat put that. They said, "Dude, like pedos don't get that, Nick.
No.
You could be a repeat pedophile.
You could be a repeat rapist.
Yeah, and you don't get life.
Right.
But yet this guy
murderers don't get life a lot of times.
A lot of times they don't.
Unless
come on, man.
Unless it's first degree.
Life though, Nick.
Oh, that's a dick
you know what's
move.
funny is a lot of these white collar crime guys, right? Hedge fund guys and all that, Ponzi schemers. Much later in life, but they usually, Nick, they aren't securities fraud. They aren't getting life.
No.
A lot of Wall Street dudes, they do not get life.
Yeah.
For stealing all kinds of money. Come on, man.
The interesting thing is, so the difference between white collar theft and blue collar theft, we'll call it, is usually some threat of violence.
Mm-hmm.
Either you got a knife or someone's scared, or you violently, physically remove something from, not necessarily like you hit them, but the act of taking something from someone else is just violent.
Yep. When
you do it with a computer and you take infinity times as much, the punishment is way less.
Yep.
It's a weird sort of system that we have.
Yep.
I think the penalty should only be less if there's recompensation.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like, okay, they stole $1,000 from you. You recompensate them $1,000, then it's reduced penalty for you. Like, well, I still have your stuff. Here's it back, or here's it plus interest.
Mm-hmm.
So you get these financial guys, like they just laundering, just jacking $200 million.
Yep.
Like, okay, pay it back, because that's the thing with the Ponzi scheme guy Madoff, right?
Yep.
Took millions from individual people, totaling billions.
Yep.
And it all's gone. Like, it's never coming back. They're never getting it.
Yep.
They're just out. Although he's done. He gets life. But it's a rare case.
But at that point, Nick, did it really matter? He got to live his life. When they busted Madoff, he was old, yo. Madoff, Nick, he had enjoyed.
I can't remember if his kids one of his kids might have gotten tagged.
No, one of his kids committed suicide, bro.
Oh, that's right.
He wasn't involved though.
See on the Epstein tapes.
You know what? I can't wait to see what our girl Ghislaine is gonna pull out there, because
I can't wait to see if she lives through COVID.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
She has to know.
She knows.
She could be in court. She could be in the federal court with nothing but her and the judges.
Yep.
And like one bailiff or whatever. And she says, "Here are the people I saw." Boom, done.
She'll get that Kim Jong-un's brother treatment in the airport. Remember that?
Yeah.
The handkerchief? Dead. I was like, damn.
She'll be done. There's rumors that a Supreme Court justice is on the Epstein stuff.
I believe it.
And that there's been blackmail going against the Supreme Court justice. There's rumors that the justice will retire after this term on the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
So, no idea who it is.
Ghislaine didn't kill herself yet. I'm telling you, look, man. That I do find it funny. Who's that? Bat Goat said it. Like I said, Nick. It's kind of funny how you have people who are screaming.
They're saying Roberts. I'm thinking it might be Roberts.
But you wouldn't be shocked if it was Thomas. Let's keep it real. You wouldn't be shocked. What if it was Ginsburg?
I would be the least shocked if it was Ginsburg, because I figure she was there eating babies or something.
Yeah, some crazy stuff like Chrissy Teigen.
But I genuinely, I think it might. I mean, Roberts, he has been ruling in ways that are baffling rulings coming from Roberts. Everybody's like, I mean, people not. George Bush is probably like, Didn't I put that guy in?
Right.
I put that guy in office. That's a weird ruling. You know, no one's predicting Robert's rulings. On this stuff.
But even Kavanaugh has been little,
Kavanaugh and Gorsuch have gone off script a couple times, but not. I mean, on the big conservative money issues, like abortion, gun stuff, it's Roberts all the way, and they're like. And you could see the conservative justices like just pulling their ear hairs out or whatever. Like, John, what are you doing? Like, what are you even here for?
Right. Yep.
Like, how can you think this way? We know you don't think this way. You don't write this way. You've never thought this way. What's going on? My legacy.
Yeah. It's
my leg. You see.
Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Because I've always said, Nick, and you and I talked about this in the car. We said, if you have certain like perversions or something, like if you are a high level person, Nick, you can scratch that itch in numerous legal ways. You see what I'm saying? Once you start talking about taking, private island trips to be with underage persons, bruh, you really, I mean, if that ever gets out, Nick, you're done.
That's way too much leverage.
Correct.
Because first of all, it's not your private island.
Yeah.
That's not your plane. That's
Nope.
not your private island. And that's not your weird trafficked person.
Yep.
Like, at least if you've got it all organized for yourself, which you can't do this with one person. You can't do it.
Nope.
You need a network. But at least then you've covered your bases.
Yep. As best you could. Yep.
But you start bringing in, I mean, that's the thing. They never thought they'd get caught.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Because no one does.
Because they're just operating.
Well, they're elites.
Look who they're bringing in.
Yeah. They're elites. You talk about princes. I bet you, Nick, here's the thing. If you're talking about princes on that list, right? The highest level politicians. Well, think about who their clientele list was, Nick. These are people that basically they're like this. I'm above the law.
They literally run the world.
Right? So they're like, what could happen, Nick? Right? Like, what's the worst that could happen? The Hollywood elites are shaking in their boots because they know, Nick, their time is up. Chrissy Teigen, all these other people out there, Mel Gibson exposed them years ago. Mel is just crazy. Yeah.
That voicemail from Mel is a little unfortunate. It is a little unfortunate to the mission of Mel Gibson. If I have to say.
He was Mel was out there.
He sounded like he was on PCP
Hey,
from pigs that were on PCP.
Yeah,
as well. Like,
he was real extra.
He was on
extra,
those rabies. He was shooting rabies. That was I forgot to mention that in the last episode of Blue Mountain State, one dude had to get a race against another guy, so he went and raided Thad's room for some drugs, some HGH, and he pumps it in, and Thad's like, "What are you doing with my rabies?" What?
Oh no!
Yeah, before every game, I inject rabies because it doesn't show up on a steroid test. So he's out there
just foaming.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was hilarious. Oh my god, that game.
That's crazy,
show.
man. Like, Nick, you think back, you see people do things, you're like, bruh. Like, do you remember that game It was a movie. It might have been The Program, I think, that chronicled something similar. And the quarterback was way out. He was like, when you're on that razor's edge, everything else just seems dull by comparison. Because like he would just take like these insane, like death-defying types of things, right? Like he kind of it was similar like Ryan Leaf. There are people out there, Nick. These are broken people, man. Like when you start engaging in certain kind of behavior, you gotta look at somebody like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah,
and they're just messed up to the core, right? Yeah, I think a lot of people are about to get exposed, man. A lot of people are about to get exposed.
I'll tell you what, you're gonna get exposed, and then you're gonna get raped by
right?
That was so. Mel, no.
Mel, bro, you gotta have a chill.
You gotta settle down. Oh, what else were we gonna talk about?
Man, there's all kinds of random shit. I
was gonna show you the fat video.
Oh yeah. Well, and then don't forget about the. Wait, did we talk about Trump's? We kind of touched on that last night, right? Trump with the TikTok thing. So yeah.
Yeah.
So he came after games now. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Some of the companies that are included on the list, like Tencent is a Chinese company, and they own 30% of Fortnite.
Yep.
So I don't know. I can't imagine Fortnite is actually banned right now.
No. Because
I haven't heard the suicide of every Twitch streamer ever.
Correct.
Happen, but games are fine. Yeah. So it's just the other Chi-Com spying apps. Oh God. Here we go.
South Park version.
I've got this video. More awesome BuzzFeed videos. We've got that. Oh, I also had the video of the my boyfriend and my slave. I had that one we could look at too. I didn't know. I thought we could just do an entire show of watching videos from Extreme Love.
Extreme. Oh God. Yeah, that's our new thing, right? Like, oh, Nick, that you showed me the thumbnail, and my stomach turned.
So this video is called "I'm Fat But I'm Not." ...
Wait, is this Extreme Love?
No, this isn't. This is a different video.
Oh,
this is truth from fat people. And I want you to know these things. Okay? So are you ready?
No, but sure.
No?
I'm not ready.
I'm fat, but I eat healthy.
I'm fat, but I'm not a glutton.
I'm fat, but I actually like going to the gym.
But I like to take the stairs.
But I'm a runner.
But I'm not.
Hold up.
What am I watching?
Drex, I'm a runner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a runner.
Uh-huh.
I like going to the gym. I eat healthy. She eats healthy and she's a runner, Drexel.
This bitch eats a Slim Jim. That's the gym she's going to. Slim Jim. All that sodium is trapped in her body, causing her to gain more weight and get bloated.
Here we go.
But I'm not lazy.
But I don't eat McDonald's every day.
And I eat less.
Do you eat it ever? Do you eat McDonald's ever? That's an unfortunate pause for this chick. I mean, I'm sorry.
Her life is unfortunate.
I owe her an apology here. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, see?
Stop.
You can't unfreeze friends.
No, I owe her an apology. Here we go.
And I eat less than my skinny guy friends. Metabolism is a bitch.
But I'm not miserable.
But I smell great.
I'm fat.
I smell great.
That means she doesn't smell great.
I smell great.
What are we watching?
Drex,
Who are these people?
why would you even say this? James Spoon says, I'm fat and these are lies.
Oh, what? I don't know. What am I watching? Who are these people?
Fat people, that's all I know. These are the most in shape, fit, healthy, fat people you've ever met. All of them. Never mind.
There are flexible fat chicks. Like I have like, okay, prime example, sumos, right?
Yeah, sumo chicks are definitely flexible.
You can be flexible and fat, but like anything else, when you start talking about, I'm running, I'm doing, stop.
Sugar Toner says you don't owe her an apology, you owe her a sandwich.
Oh
Here we
my
go.
God.
Here we go.
Fat, but I don't wear a bikini to gross you out. I wear one because I look awesome in them and I love wearing them at the beach.
I'm fat, but I'm not glorifying obesity.
But I enjoy food and friends.
First of all, where did they find this fucking cut?
His face makes me angry. You know where they found these guys? It's just the BuzzFeed staff. It's just the BuzzFeed staff, I'm guessing.
So Nick, I told these guys in the chat that there's that line in Scarface.
So it puts the feed in BuzzFeed.
He does, man. Well, you remember I talked about this once, Nick. I said someone put soy face. Yeah, it was that Robert Woodrum. So I talked about that, and I said that line in Scarface that I'll never forget. He said, "It's the eyes, Chico. They never lie." Look at that guy's eyes, Nick. Look at him.
Drexel, that guy wants to hug.
That dude. That's the guy that every girl he's ever had has cheated on him. Everyone. Not one, not three. However many girlfriends he's had, Nick, that's how many girls have cheated on him. Look at his face. Oh my God.
I feel like this guy's about to condescend to me in some way. You know? This is great.
More than exercise. I'm fat, but I'm comfortable in my own body.
I'm fat, but I'm not a skinny shamer. I just feel like everyone is allowed to love their bodies.
Hush.
Don't think that me being proud of my body means that I'm putting down yours.
I'm skinny and I'm a skinny shamer. Or I was skinny. Now I'm fat.
Butt? Where's the butt?
There isn't one. I'm fat and lazy. That's why do you think I'm fat? It's because I'm lazy. If I wasn't lazy, I would be less fat. It's a fact. That's just it. I'm not saying all fat people are lazy, but they might be.
They are.
Like it's
Because here's the thing. Lazy doesn't have to mean, like, of course people are going to talk about their jobs. Always remember, Nick, it takes discipline to eat well. It takes discipline to, now, don't get me wrong. Yes, genetics can make your life a lot easier. We all know that.
yeah.
But you still got to do something. Genetics alone ain't going to make you just be like, oh yeah, I'm ripped because of, no. Genetics does not make you ripped.
Here's the thing. Genetics can allow you to eat a 3,000 calorie diet.
Correct.
Genetics does not make you eating a 3,000 calorie diet not a problem.
Yeah.
That's the deal. Like genetics may allow you to do that, but if you just eat within the daily value of calories for someone your size, like, and by the way, if you're a 5'1" girl who weighs 115, you don't need 2,000 calories a day.
No.
You need like 1,600 maybe.
Depending on what she does. The average woman. But,
Yeah, if you're out there, if you're busting your ass on a treadmill or something, you need more. But
correct.
But outside of that, like a dude my size doesn't need more than 2,000 calories a day. You just don't.
How many calories is that burrito you ate? No,
I didn't have burrito.
You had tacos.
They gave me an extra one. I had I had a fourth taco. I didn't even pay for it. It was great.
That's the best
It
feeling.
was delicious. What are you? That's what I ask
I'm
every day.
fat and I'm a writer.
And I'm a musician.
And I'm a writer, filmmaker, and an actor.
And I'm a workaholic.
And I'm motivated.
And I'm a wife.
And I love to laugh.
And I'm good at sports.
I'm fat and I look really good.
What sport?
What sport? What sport? I don't know.
What?
Oh,
What am I watching? Who are these people?
I don't know. I don't want to finish this video.
Yeah, you do. There's gonna be a punchline at the end. Like they're gonna be naked.
No, the punchline at the end is you watched all the way to the end, I think.
Naked.
Oh, here you
Wait,
go.
she just said
And I'm
naked.
good at sports.
I'm fat and I look really good naked. There's been no complaints, let me tell you.
I'm fat and I love life.
And I love traveling.
And I love going to the beach.
And I love Chris Farley. I mean, he's the best. Come on.
Did you get it? Because Chris Farley was fat too. That's the joke. Did you get the joke? Did you get that joke though?
I want to punch that guy, Nick. Not in Minecraft. I actually want to. Like he has a punchable face.
Oh, Chris Farley also died. That was a great shtick Chris did right there. When
The Chippendales.
no, when he died.
When he died.
Comically underrated, I think, performance. Bob the Troll King says, Pat's gut. Yep, you right.
Fat and I'm sexy.
I'm fat and my husband tells me I'm beautiful every day.
What do you want people to know, Drexel? What do they need to know?
People are just people. You never know where someone is with their body. You should have a lot of kindness and empathy for other people and what they're going through.
I think I failed that test.
Hold on. Here's what I'll say about that. She says that, but let me ask you this. And everyone in the chat knows where this is going. If a guy who was bigger than her, right, or fatter than her, tried to approach her to like date or whatever on a dating app, what would she say, Nick?
I mean, she might say, I can't fit him in my mouth and swallow him and eat him alive. So no.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that fish game on the computers back in elementary school when you were the fish? And you
Yeah,
had to
there's like
eat-
an otter and all
you had
that.
to eat
Yeah.
the bigger fish. That's how I picture fat people in dating. Like when they come up, they're like, big fat person comes up, and then the other person comes up and they go, can I eat him?
Right?
That's the question that I think runs through their head.
Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing. I know people of all shapes and sizes, and I encourage people to be their best self, right? Like, so if you're bigger, you know, I showed you text today from my homegirl out in Arizona, and she's like, yeah, you know, I'm losing weight, and she's losing weight, right? And like I told her, Nick, you need to lose more, because I want her to be healthy. Nick, these chicks are diabetic and shit. It's not good.
It's terrible.
Diabetes is not good.
Yeah, Odell Lake is the game. Is the video game.
That's the name of it. Yep.
Look at this thing. I gotta bring it up. Hold on.
That's like literally like 1991.
Yeah. This is where we lived, guys. This was our when we talked about that library computer. Where did it go? Here it is. Look at this. Look at that. You can play it.
Oh my god.
Click to begin. We just play this game right here.
OMG.
Come on, Odell. Minnesota Educational Computing Corporation.
Oh my god.
Merc. Oh, give me some sound. Play for points?
You're killing me.
You're a chub. You're a chub.
Yeah,
Deep
flight, man.
Escape.
Yeah. I thought you could go like
Oh wait,
underneath
no,
them.
I'm on the right.
Nick, you're Jesus. You're horrible.
I thought I was on the left. I thought it. Okay.
Oh man.
I gotta eat that. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
This is. Oh, the sound effects are terrible.
Those are awful.
Yum, that was delicious.
Oh my god.
You're a chump. Hey, see, you gotta escape, shallow escape on this guy, I think. Don't do that deep escape. That fish might have eaten you. Okay, I'm done. I'm joking.
I can't believe you.
That's how I picture fat people dating. Just like that. You are a chub. See, it already has the language. You're a chub. Look, your date is a patch of seagrass.
Yep.
Or insects, and you just eat it. Or whatever, right there.
OMG. the whole thing. Twitch stream win.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Sorry,
my
we
god.
gotta finish this.
You're allowed to be you. So let's just all let ourselves be ourselves.
No.
I'm fat, but most importantly, I'm a human.
No, you're not.
Oh god, there's I'm Asian. I'm
Asian, but I'm not. Christian, but I'm not.
Oh,
There's everything.
on.
Just in case BuzzFeed needs to help you understand what you are and what you aren't.
They should have one for straight, like cis white males, right?
Think of the title. I'm straight, but I'm not.
I'm straight, but I'm not a homophobe. I'm straight, but I'm not.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, should we? Did you want to go through the? Do you want to do the extreme love one?
Wait, where's my mask?
Let's see.
Yeah, Nick. When do you get your call-ins?
My call-ins?
Yeah, you got to have people. You got to have people call in and tell you their stories of being degraded.
Someone wanted to be on a show with you. A female wanted to be on a show with you, but I forgot to email her back.
Oh man.
So we'll have to do a call-in show with. I mean, you've called into Q's show.
Yeah.
Maybe while I'm down in Florida, I can arrange a call-in show. You and her.
Oh yeah.
Because I forget what it wasn't like a confrontational thing.
No, she got cucked.
Yeah. Oh, do you know about this? Did I tell you about it?
Yeah, you sent it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what
we
a
need
story.
to have her on the show. I think that'd be great.
I'm white, but I'm not racist. Yeah, that would be like one of those great ones because man, white people are getting cis white males are getting a bad rap right now.
I think it should be I'm white, but I'm not, and then just pictures of guys in blackface. It's just a 10-minute picture of Rachel Dolezal.
Oh god.
I'm white, but I'm not.
Rachel, God bless her.
Okay, here we go. I'm not gonna be in a hotel, Andrew. Okay, here we go. This is My Boyfriend, My Slave. Are you ready? It contains themes of a sexual nature. Are you good with this?
Yeah, I think we handled the chicks swallowing babies. we should be okay.
Eat them kids.
Eat them kids.
All right, here we go.
I had always wanted to have live-in slaves. I love them. Everybody comes into fetish at different times in their life.
Yeah.
I did the normal housewife thing. There were things that were missing. I wanted some more excitement. And they were things that he didn't.
Oh Jesus.
Let's get a smash or pass rating on this one.
Pass.
Really? Really? From you? I expected better, good sir.
Mm-hmm.
What? Why is it a pass? Can you describe the pass, please? Chat.
That is a hard pass, bro.
Tell me why. You don't even know this girl. You don't know her.
She
We're
looks
33 seconds in.
awful.
What about that nose ring? You can clamp on some love straps or something to that thing.
She looks like a downy baby, man.
Like a what?
She looks like a Downy baby.
Oh,
she looks
okay.
horrible. Nick.
It's like Jamie Presley if Jamie Presley was dead.
For like 9 years.
Just because of eyebrows. That's what I want to go up to this lady and be like, your eyebrows remind me of Jamie Presley. And she'd be like, oh, and be like, no, but seriously, the rest of you looks like a corpse.
She looks worse than dude. Here's the thing. Let's go back to the theory of relativity, right?
The theory of relativity. Yes. Okay.
Now I know that chick last night looked like had some transsexualized energy.
Yeah.
And was weaving it up, right?
This was in Einstein's paper.
But bro, if you had to take your pick, Nick.
I'd pick that
black
chick every day. Yeah.
Every day, like this chick looks horrible.
Okay, let's see. Remember, guys, not just one man, but at least two.
I gotta see who's the main guy.
We'll see. Her name is Dahlia Rain. No, it isn't.
No, it's not.
Didn't want.
After divorcing her husband and leaving her vanilla.
You heard that, right?
Yeah, she divorced him.
After divorce, I wanted more spice in my life. Peace.
Yeah. Well, remember, this is probably his house.
She's dressing like a child here too. Like, notice this.
Yeah,
like what is?
Oh, I have a feeling this is about to get very disturbing.
You're gonna love it.
World behind, ex-kindergarten teacher Dahlia Rain found the fetish scene.
It's a laugh a minute for me. Laugh at 10 seconds. Ex-kindergarten teacher. She's ex-kindergarten teacher. Did you miss that?
I was between looking at the chat and just looking at this, whatever this thing is. Are you surprised? Oh, hold on. Didn't I literally just say it upstairs, Lady Rackets?
Yeah.
About certain teachers that we went to school with. Dude, outside of their, like you said, outside their profession, Nick, who are they? They're just regular people who usually are complete degenerates. Usually. Remember, Nick, I told you for you guys in the chat, guys and gals, I was telling Nick about a couple of videos I've seen about most promiscuous professions, right?
Yeah.
And teachers are up there. Nick, do you know who actually is some of the most promiscuous, like, thottiest chicks you can find? Nurses.
Oh, yeah.
And here's the thing. So to say that they work in like the health industry,
I think it's
they practice the unsafest sexual situations you can imagine.
I think it has to do with like the sympathetic nature of their profession, like their a certain personality type of maybe people pleasing and caregiving mixed goes in.
Mm-hmm.
So then that to me seems like it would draw them to
I'm telling you, man, nurses and teachers, like attorneys, Peacock talked about it. Dude, attorneys have insanely high body counts.
Yeah, I know. No, they do. They do. I went to law school with lots of chicks who would become attorneys, and it's a type.
Yep.
They tend to be assertive. They tend to be liberal. Not all of them, but a lot of them.
Basically all of them.
Yeah, it's great. It
is great.
Let's see this.
And they usually have good bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember too many attorneys that showed up sloppy. So liberal, check. Attorney, which means she's busy, like Tommy Lauren, right? She's busy, which means she's only gonna have time to smash. And they're always it's always depraved, Nick. They don't ever want like regular stuff, man. It's always
there's a stigma for chick attorneys, whether it's true or not. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. But there is a chick attorneys believe they have to be. A lot of times they believe that their attractiveness is going to reflect on their success, and that everybody's does. Make no mistake. If you have any doubt about this, have your lawyer show up in a suit that's like ripped or something.
Yep.
And you'd be like, what the hell are you doing? Like, the judge shouldn't care, the jury shouldn't care, but they will.
They will.
They will. And it's the same thing for female attorneys, but they take that to the point of, I have to exercise, I have to keep in shape. A lot of them do. Not all of them, but.
And I started meeting more kinky people and going to fetish parties, hosting parties. and then it just became part of my life.
Through Dahlia's newfound kinky lifestyle and femdom profession, she met John at one of her many fetish parties.
I was like, wow, this girl could really whip. Like, she has the wrist action, and it was fun to watch her work.
And when you love what you do, you don't work a day. Well, there's kind of many.
So she's now a femdom as a profession.
So
that's now her job.
Let this sink in. A woman who you guys, me, you, the next guy, had entrusted to watch over our children is this thing, Nick.
Yeah. Cesario JPN says someone online pointed to a video of Rash in the fighting game Killer Instinct from 5 years ago. That looked killer and wished they did the others. Why didn't we get that version of Battletoads instead of what's in the pipeline? Yeah, Killer Instinct, they put Rash from Battletoads and Killer Instinct.
How come I never knew about this?
In the one that's on Xbox now that it's like actually a very serious fighting game. Spawn's in there too. But yeah, Rash is in there. He's great. You could do you jump and do a tongue lash and he'll drag you to the people and stuff.
Oh, nice.
He's fantastic. All right, let's go. Back to this wholesome content.
Layers of our relationships. You know, it's much akin to a monarchy in a way. He's the king, and I'm his queen. I'm happily at his side, supporting him as my slaves support me. Hurry up, let's go. Don't make us wait for you.
Look at his face! Look at his face! Look at that face!
Let me look at this. Let me ask you guys something in the chat. Is that who you want to be? Is that what, Nick, was that your ambition growing up? You wanted to be the guy who... Is this what you want to be?
You're going to college. You're working your butt off. You get that master's degree. What are you? On a chain to that chick.
On a chain to Dolly. What was her name? Dahlia Rain.
And you're like, got that little quirky grin on.
Look, and look at the other guy. Look at the king, right? So look at the king. He doesn't even acknowledge your existence. He's just like, I'm gonna smash this chick. These simps probably, Nick, they give her money.
And look at this guy's dressed in nice clothes. He's got a nice jacket.
He probably has a pretty decent job.
Yeah, he's got nice jeans, good sweater. Look at the king. The king is dressed for Michigan or wherever they are.
Look, man.
He doesn't care at all.
At all. He has no care.
Virgin Walk versus Chad Stride. All right, let's say more.
My name is Fluffy and I am
Fuck, are you serious? His name is Fluffy.
My name is Fluffy and... Oh, we gotta go back. I couldn't even hear it.
Come on, man.
All right, here we go. Oh.
Don't make us wait for you.
My name is Fluffy and I am Dahlia's slave.
Nick.
Woo.
Jesus Christ.
Tell me when you're ready. You ready? You good to carry on? You need to pull this number. Watch the next segment.
You guys, seriously, is this what you want? Like, is this?
What's the dog's name? Ryan.
His name is Fluffy. Do you guys want to be He might be a fluffer. Oh my God, Nick! These guys have no self-esteem, no nothing.
We must soldier on. We must soldier on.
I'm getting hungry.
Fluffy is one of Dahlia's many slaves and has been in her service for a year and a half.
I have lifestyle slaves who serve me 24/7.
Are my feet stinky?
I can call anyone at any point.
Have you guys ever asked your ottoman if your feet stink? This man is below an ottoman to her. He's below a footrest because you don't ask your footrest to assess the odor of your feet. You just put your feet on them. She's degrading him. That's humiliating. And that's what he wants. That's the worst part. That's the worst part.
So, hey Nick, what did I tell you in the car when we were driving? When I talked about that lawyer stream with Peacock, and I said the men wanted to be what, Nick?
They want to be slaves.
They want to be cunts.
They want to be dominated. They want to be told what to do.
They want to be told what to do. Like, so
not just not sexually dominated. They want to be forever. Like it in all aspects. They want to be controlled.
Well, I told you that my girl, Mistress Gwen, had one of her slaves offer her he offered her the privilege of a sword to cut off his penis, so that he would be forever owned. So they basically he would lose what makes him a man for the divine Mistress Gwen.
Did she do it?
She didn't. She's like,
thank God.
Well, hold on now. You think that black chick would have?
Probably.
I mean, like Gwen would do things with these subs, Nick. Like I said, she turned the guy. Like I was working security for her, right? And she turned the guy into a human flower pot. That was his like dream, is to be upside down on his head and have his legs in a U shape, right? And have her stuff the peacock feathers and stuff in his ass.
Stop.
You can't make this like Nick. When you're there,
legs up.
When you're there for this, right? When you're there, and you see this kind of, you're like, how did we get here, man? Because Nick, this is back in 2000. So it must have been 2005, 2006, right? And I'm like witnessing this. It's like. Like Nick, part of me, even though I've been around so many different types of dudes in my life, right? Like, some guys are tough, some guys are this, some guys. I was convinced that this kind of guy didn't exist.
Yeah.
I was like, so a part of me, it was still projection, right? Like, no man demeans themselves to that level. Oh no. You look at, you're like, bro, like, and you see like how just pathetic, like they don't even have a soul. They just.
Oh man.
Yes, mistress. Look at Fluffy.
Look at Fluffy.
Jesus. Continue.
In the day, and I have slaves that are here that will come and bring my groceries, do cleaning, do laundry, things like that. Wow. I have pay pigs, so they're submissives who are main.
Man, how do I get some slaves to be here and do my? I'm into this. I need some slaves to come do laundry, to come do cleaning and dishes. Nothing else.
What?
Mainly financially invested. They want to make sure I'm comfortable and happy all the time, so they send me gifts and buy me things and.
He's trying to kill her. He's giving her Arizona tea.
Right.
That's not a good slave. That's a bad slave.
Trips.
Got a beer for the man.
About the plans for finishing the rest of the day. You did such a good job today, and you've been behaving so well. We're gonna take you into the other room, and I'm gonna give you a reward.
Thank you, guys.
Oh wait.
In the summertime, we spent a lot of time just lounging on the roof.
He took off
and
his.
this would be so much better if we had champagne or watermelon. And well, I can just call a slave and they can bring us champagne and watermelon.
Yeah. Fluffy, can you make us some food? Okay. Great.
Oh, jeez. Fuck, man.
He has a negative dignity stat.
Nick, I'm not gonna lie. This is almost like a superpower, right?
Yeah.
So a lack of self-respect is sort of like it's a superpower, because if someone said, "Hey Nick, what is the lowest you could go?"
Fluffy is pretty far down the list.
How do you become Fluffy?
I don't know.
Okay, Nick, what happened in Fluffy's life that made him become Fluffy?
Like, because I can only imagine, like, the number of scenarios that would have me being someone's ottoman are really, really limited in life. right? Like
it'd be like the threat of like your family's death. You'd be
something like that.
You'd be like, well, to prevent them from dying.
You want to make me some dinner? Fuck you.
Oh my God, man. I should probably get centered to the camera.
Goddess, how many eggs do you want?
2 scrambled.
Bacon rare.
Well, her and I actually met at some fetish parties in New York City. We became really good friends first. Next thing you know, I ended up becoming her slave. My desire of being a slave is...
Don't be friends with women, apparently, because next thing you know, you're their slave. Next thing you know,
dude.
Whew.
I like to make my goddess happy. Yeah, it just feels good when I see a smile on her face. And she takes care of me. Please, Dahlia.
What are you doing to that bacon?
Pretty much anything that she asks of me, even if it's just a matter of giving her a foot rub.
Or like 10 o'clock at night when I want cheesecake to be delivered, he'll order it for me.
One of the things that I love so much about John is that he trusts me and he understands the dynamics that I have.
Well, when I come to her house, I'm essentially in her kingdom. You know, she has the crown cabinet and, you know, her own dungeon, and so I don't really step in and yell at, you know, Fluff and be like, you gotta go do this. You know, it's...
Why not? I mean, you might as well. He's not even worth anything. Like, what is his life?
So Nick, let me ask you this. She said once again, so you and I have questions that we want answered, right? These guys keep saying, or the gals keep saying, right, that he's my live-in, right? So what's his job then? Where does he get money?
This guy?
Fluffy.
Oh, Fluffy?
Because what does Fluffy do?
I don't know.
How is he able to
He's
go?
got money apparently.
He can go fetch cheesecake. So what does he do? Because Nick, there's 24 hours in a day. So what this is what you want out of life is to serve Dahlia a very post-wall, highly unattractive, definite pass of a female, and you're smelling her fucking feet.
With socks on after walking in boots. It's gross. Okay, here we go.
You know, that's their dynamic. That's their relationship.
Thank you.
This guy has no dignity either.
Who? The guy?
Yeah. Look.
That's a king.
That's not a king.
That's a king.
This dude is being served by a footrest named Fluffy.
Me personally, Nick? Oh, here's the question.
You eat the eggs and the bacon?
No.
I mean, that would be weird, right? Like, I'll get my own. I don't want the simp to rub off. It might be contagious.
It might be. Look, Nick, I've had women. Listen, when women cook for me, if you want a man to treat you exceptionally well as a woman, what should you do, Nick? Make him a meal.
Make him a sandwich.
Make him a sandwich.
Mm.
You make a man the sandwich that he desires. You make him food, Nick.
It's the easiest thing in the world.
Easy. Oh, you will be rewarded. Trust me, ladies. You'll be rewarded. But if a dude delivered me food, and remember, Nick, it's not like it's your buddy. You see what I'm saying? It's not one of your bros. Like, I got some steaks on the grill here. This
is in a weird environment.
This is in an environment where it's Fluffy. A guy you just saw on all fours.
Sniffing your girl's feet. Normal situation, some guy's on all fours sniffing your girl's feet and he's getting soccer kicked, right? Like that's what you try it at the club and see how long you last.
I honestly, you're right, Nick. I couldn't eat it. Like you said.
I would tell him it was bad. I'd make him redo it and I wouldn't eat that either. He's less than a person at this point. He's just an egg-making robot.
Oh, look at him. Nick, be honest. It would make more sense if he was in like a manservant uniform, right?
Yeah, if he's like dressed like a butler,
butler,
or a gimp, either one.
I would take a butler over, dude. I mean, if you were in a gimp uniform, you served me eggs, bruh.
What would you like to drink?
I couldn't handle it, bro. If you showed up in a gimp outfit to give me Nick anything, even money, no, I'm good.
You're wearing that latex suit. Where'd you get those dollars? It's from the inside. I don't trust this.
Jesus.
Oh, okay. BTL Video Production says, wait, Ron Toye has a documentary. Also, I'll admit defeat. Mother-daughter would be harder to set up than twins. Therefore, it is the highest on the degeneracy scale.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely mother-daughter. This is the lowest. This is there something lower than this?
Like lower form of human being?
Yeah, like because TFM always goes. He goes
the cleanup slave. I don't know. You know, we don't know if Fluffy's on. We don't know if Fluffy's on floor patrol or whatever.
Okay, there's one thing lower than Fluffy. It's the cross-dressing cleanup slave. That's the thing, especially in the lifestyle, where I put him in panties and so she dresses him up.
Diaper play is worse
than lingerie play and cleanup duty. He cleans up bull seed.
I don't know why we're having a competition between cleanup duty.
How did we get here?
And diaper
how did
play,
we get here?
All of this is awful.
My man just puked. a cleanup peg slave, a fluffer. This Nick.
But do you see the league of competition that Fluffy is in right now? Fluffy, no, get out. Get out. Get an underground railroad and save your ass.
Oh my God, man, dude.
Who's the Harriet Tubman for slaves now? Like who gets
who
the
like delivers
out?
them to Pokemon? What's that one chick? Belle. Oh, speaking of Belle Delphine.
Yeah, we just got to get this guy hooked on Belle Delphine. Then he could just be a gamer or whatever.
But I did call it when I said that she was gonna have. Remember once she said she had multiple slaves, Nick. I knew that she. Remember, they always talk about how men compartmentalize, right?
Yeah.
I beg to differ. The modern female, Nick, has multiple dudes for multiple purposes, right? She has a weed man. She has a pay pig. She's got the alpha who blows her back out. She has the soft, effeminate, maybe gay friend who fulfills her emotional needs as an emotional tampon, right?
Sure.
And then she's got Fluffy. Nick, this
Here we
is
go.
how far men have sunken. Continue.
Here we go.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
I couldn't eat that.
Look at this.
He looked back.
Look, none of this qualifies as undercooked.
Crunchy.
Yes, for undercooked bacon.
The eggs you didn't up.
Thank you. You're supposed to be earning a reward when you burn the bacon.
Dahlia rewards me in a lot of different ways. Like the other night, I wanted to sleep at the foot of her bed. So she's like, yeah, so it was great. I was very happy.
Curled up at my feet like a dog with the other dog.
With the actual dog. With the real dog. Natalie Braithwaite says, why are we still here just to suffer?
You know what, Nick? In a twisted way, this video has pissed me off more than the man who was murdered. I'm actually
we're not even close to through. We got minutes left. You want to watch like a kung fu movie or something tonight? Like 5 Deadly Venoms or something? I mean, palate cleanser. Maybe we got to get through this, of course.
Well, we won't get through this.
If Fluffy were to say no to me, pigs would be flying. Slaves don't really get a lot of opportunity to say no. I like yes. Yes, it's a good word.
Good boy.
Thank you guys.
I don't have sex with my subs. There's no sexual relationship at all.
He's not even simping for a crumb.
That's what bothers me.
It's not even for a crumb.
Someone put Fluffy needs some friends, guys. Jesus Christ.
No, Eagle-Lone, she doesn't make him sleep at the foot of the bed. That's what he wants. He normally doesn't get to sleep there at all.
What?
Oh, look at that freeze frame.
Why is he even like alive? Like what is his purpose like on Earth?
I don't know.
I mean, to serve Dahlia Rain, obviously.
No, what? I'm trying to get off of the like nudity here.
Well, she's not nude.
I just don't want to leave it on there because that can get excessive.
Oh,
that can get excessive for YouTube. So.
It's excessive simping for this fucking cup.
Yeah. I didn't even pay attention to the freeze frame, and then I look over and it's like half a tit hanging out. Okay, here we go.
My subs. There's no sexual relationship at all.
You might be able to zip it.
I'm sure zip it in.
It's definitely sexual, but it's not sexual in a way that traditionally people would think, right?
I mean, she's gorgeous. I mean, look
He
at
just
her.
knows he.
Look at that. Look at that gorgeous goblin.
She's gorgeous. I mean, just look at her.
Where's the goblin slayer? We need him.
Oh my god.
Okay, you ready?
He doesn't deserve.
But
this,
actually, in our yes, God,
He just doesn't deserve.
in our dynamic, I actually get more out of the tease than I do out of actually, you know, going through with anything sexual.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
Ah!
BDSM requires a lot of trust. It's really important that you really understand your sub or your slave. It's not like, oh, I kind of feel bad for them for the way that they have to do this. Don't feel bad. Like, they've been fantasizing about this for 10 years.
She's right.
Look at the mask.
Look at the mask. Come on.
Come, put it on. Zip. Woof. Zip. Don't feel bad for him. Don't feel bad, guys.
Most submissive people have been that way for a really long time, and they hide it and they push it down inside of themselves because society tells them, oh, it's weird or it's wrong or it's non-traditional.
All ready?
Yes, guys.
All right, let's go.
Yes, guys.
But then once you actually meet a person who's in a healthy, fulfilling dom and submission relationship, they're so much more fulfilled by it.
Okay, let's see. Arms up.
My limits are higher than most. I mean, there's things that I can do that a lot of people can't do, but I do have limits.
His limits are higher. You know what that means.
He's a cleanup crew. He gets pegged, bro.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Literally.
What did you say?
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Literally.
Where are you going?
Nowhere, guys.
Nowhere.
This man was cooking you bacon.
Great, doesn't it?
Guys do approach me a lot on social media and everything. They'll ask me, well, how do I get into it? That's a constant. I mean, I get that all the time. All the time. It's like
He's got those scratch marks already.
I mean, I just kind of just happened. And that's where I am today.
Famous Fluffy.
It's something that I plan on doing forever. I'm gonna be like an old lady.
He pays
You are an
her
old
for
lady.
yeah. Gonna be. Honey.
That was savage. I just saw a savage message come across.
What's that?
Don't cry for Fluffy. He's already dead. Dude, oh my god.
Someone send this lady a telegram and remind her that she's already old.
She's old. Dude, here's the thing.
He pays her for this. This is her profession.
Where is he getting money? If he's there all the time, like being.
This is her client.
Okay, here's the thing, Nick. Now, you know, I've taken a lot of flack from a lot of people because of, you know, some of the things I've I say that I do, right? Like, oh yeah, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, right? And
We now know you are just fluffy. You're just sitting there getting whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. How is that?
Look,
You like that, fluffy?
Nick, what are guys supposed to do? Think about it.
Not this.
But here's what I'm saying. If you are not fluffy, right?
Yeah.
But there's so many fluffies that exist, right? And women just demean these guys. They don't care about them. So it's easy to be the other guy, right? So if you have any backbone, right? Any backbone, you're the other guy. You're the king, right?
Yeah.
So how can someone basically go after the king and be like, this guy is a bad person. Drex is a bad person for smashing these married women. Have you seen their guys, Nick? A lot of these women, whether they're married or in a dating or whatever, you saw the text that I showed you that we talked about on stream. These guys want to be cucked. That's like she's even admitted it. She's like, these people have had deep desires to be basically emasculated, and it is what it is.
I got a chat from Malik Fox in here. He says, I love that they talk about empathy when people are already telling them they should be healthier. Oh, this is about the fat chicks and guys. Telling them they should be healthier and are giving them advice how to do so, but they're catching that shit like, you're a land well, you should Minecraft yourself. They really hate themselves. Yeah, yep. Someone's like, maybe just a thought. Maybe just lay off the Wendy's for maybe try a week. Try a week without buying food that takes less than 2 minutes to cook.
Right.
So try a week of that and just see how it works for you. Also, walk up the stairs instead of taking the elevator. When you go up, you know what elevator I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a big building. I'm talking about when there's like a half flight of stairs at a mall and they go and they take the wheelchair access anyway.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh God. Anyway, this chick, back to this. You think her king guy is gay? Little bit bi? Because you heard what he said. She met him because he liked the way he saw her use a whip. Which means he's watching her whip dudes.
And he's aroused. So I don't get arousal by like the femdom stuff, right? And to be fair, Nick, I don't get arousal from watching dudes.
We need a kink comic superhero. Who's kinky and degenerate, but then when he goes to a fetish party and he sees a man being dominated, he just hulks out and starts killing everybody in the room. Like, no, Fluffy, no.
I could get behind it, man. Because I don't.
He rips his leather jerkin apart with his hands.
I don't get it because
Captain Kink.
Nick, I think back to everything I've seen. And I don't get any satisfaction from seeing like even when I went to the bondage club, right? It was for her because that's what she wanted to explore.
Yeah.
There's been women who've asked me to do things to them, Nick, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, that's not really my thing because
you just stabbed me.
You get to a point, Nick, where you're like, look, certain types of dudes, Nick, are going to be into certain types of things. Do I think this dude might be doing other stuff with subs? I wouldn't be shocked. Honestly,
yeah,
because you shouldn't be aroused by women dominating men.
Or is he a kink cuck? Like where he's just in the corner watching her slap Fluffy around.
Well, no, he said he's not in the dungeon room. So he's not around for that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he had a viewing slit or something.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he has relations with her, but I mean, good for him. Look at that face.
It's wholly depressing. All right, here we go.
With slaves pushing my pushing my wheelchair.
Three goes, thank you. Three goes, thank you.
That is what self-hatred looks like.
This one?
And Sammy Sosa.
What about this one?
What is it?
Being a sex worker makes me a better mom.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Fuck.
I thought that's what you were saying. That's what.
No, I'm just looking at the Fluffy. Dude.
Whew. Oh my gosh. I saw that video just randomly like a year ago or something. And then it was in the suggested videos after the someone's asking me how I found that. And I saw the title in the suggested videos on the video we did last night. And I was like, I remember this. Because I think I even mentioned it on stream that I had seen a video like this.
Yeah, where a guy was a literal footstool.
Yeah. Yeah. So there it is. And just think, guys, with enough work and dedication, you too could be Fluffy. Let's wrap up this. Let's do the super chats and wrap up the show. And then maybe we could do a quick watch party or something.
We could. Hopefully I'm not completely dead. I actually feel sick right now after looking at Fluffy.
So now you have to watch something, something testosterone-y. Like the kid with the golden arms.
Oh my God. How
Crippled Masters or something.
How do you Nick, how do you become that guy though? How?
What
happens
that's the thing that annoys me. He talks about, I get asked all the time, how do I get into life? Where did you roll into this thing? Like, where did you know what I want? He wakes up one morning, this guy's 29 or whatever, and he's like, I really want an ugly goblin to slap me around with a rod. That sounds great. You know what? What I don't want to do, I don't want to turn on hentai and jerk off. What I want to do is I want to have some ugly old weirdo slap me around and make me cook food for her.
And her guy.
Yeah, and bring her guy beers and have him pissed off that I overcooked his bacon.
And
that's what he wants in life.
And he pays for it. He pays for that.
Yeah, he's a client. That's her job.
Like,
that's her income.
Do you know what, okay, here's the thing. Here's why simping makes me so upset, Nick. Especially this type of dude, right? Like this, the beta male cuck, which is the worst. TFM has always talked about this, right? He was like, the reason why it's so bad is that, Nick, he's not even getting sex.
Not a thing.
I mean, say what you will. Yeah, here's the thing. Her body does not look terrible. Her body doesn't look terrible. She's a horrible face. She's a brown bag, obviously.
I don't know if the guy yesterday was either.
Oh, no, he didn't. There was no sex.
Just got roped up.
It's like what?
Like a fucking goat.
How do you become that though? Dude. That's your life.
That's what you want. You want.
Here's the question.
You got it.
Okay, so Nick, at some point there's gonna be one of these stories that comes out that is that one of the sub snaps, right? Because it has to happen eventually, right? Okay, let me ask you this, Nick. What do you think would be the line that would make a sub a cuck like Fluffy snap?
Oh. It's too depraved, I think, to say. Because it sounds like he has a long way to go. It sounds like Fluffy would do a lot.
He's done a lot. I mean, pegging is obviously not out of the question.
It's not out of the question. Do you think King there is getting in on the action at the command? I mean, he wasn't in the room that time.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think it's like King gets to plow Fluffy? You think that happens?
The problem is that he wouldn't say no.
Exactly.
That's...
But you know what happened? Like, the police show up. Woo! House has a smell emanating from it. They would find the King strapped up like this on that X cross, and he'd be eviscerated. He'd be split open down the middle. Fluffy would be rolling around in his guts.
Someone said golden shower. Brown bombs. I'm saying.
Oh, I think he'd take the golden shower, no problem.
No, yeah, from her, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know about the dude. Yeah, I don't think she would ever ask him that because remember, he's not in the room when she does this. So Nick, it has to be something that is between her and the sub, then, right? So basically, okay, what could she ask him to do?
No, I think that's how she'd have to cross the line, though.
Is what?
Ask him to do something with the dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that seems like it might break the trust arrangement.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what levels of depravity they would get up to before he'd say no to her.
Look, for you guys who have had comments about me, I keep telling you guys, this is feminism in a nutshell. It's female superiority. Simping gets you nowhere. This is where simping gets you. It gets you fluffy. Nick, they don't like you. Nick, she doesn't like it. Fluffy.
No, she doesn't like it.
She doesn't respect Fluffy. She doesn't care about Fluffy. We said it last night. If that dude from last night, Nick,
she respects
died,
Fluffy like Best Buy respects you when you buy a TV from them.
Right?
That's a literal customer.
Thank you. It's transactional, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for that transaction. How do you be... Nick, I'm out here telling these guys the truth, man. Like, I'm telling these guys, stop simping. Look, when I tell them, give them nothing, right? Drex hates women. I just throw my hands up because I'm like, this is why I am the way I am, Nick. The reason why I don't feel any guilt, because, Nick, these women don't feel... She even said herself, right? That she feels nothing for him.
Yeah.
Nothing.
She told everybody, don't feel bad for him.
Don't feel bad for him. So when you're out here doing dinner dates with these girls, you guys aren't getting laid. These women could... If you died, they wouldn't care. They don't even care if you live or die. They don't love you. They don't like you. They don't respect you. And yet, what do you see, Nick? Still, in 2020, guys still simping. It's like, but Nick, TFM used to always say something. He goes like this. He goes, what is your line? Like, what is the line where he got to a point where Nick, in some of his videos, you could just tell he's throwing up his hands like, what's your line? Like, what does it take? What does it take for you to go, Nick? We've gone far enough. This is my line, right? Like, I won't cry. Nick, look at Fluffy. You think there's dudes out there that aren't where Fluffy's at right now?
Oh, tons of them.
Tons of them, right?
A frightening amount of them. Okay, let's do these. Test Not on Holiday says, Lizzo is a woman with unlimited access to Xanax and blow. If what Drex is saying is true, that woman has to have 7 thyroid conditions at a minimum.
Ouch.
I was 9 when Mansers and 1,000 Ways to Die was around Spike TV. My mind got blown every damn Thursday. Yeah, those are great.
Those are good times, man.
Anime Moon says, history lesson, French philosopher Charles Fourier developed Marxism into utopian socialism, the core of contemporary socialist politics. He is also known for coining a term in the 1830s, feminism, defined by him as basing society on how it treats women. There you go. Crusader Saracen says, I'm thinking it's Roberts. Why else would he be ruling the way he has been recently? It's like Samson bringing down the temple on his enemies. He also said, wise man Drex, please explain what you mean when you say that lesbians do not exist. I don't understand. May Sigmar guide you and Nick and shield your daughters from thoughterry and your sons from simpery.
Yeah, and thuggery. Well, I've said that, obviously you have the next chat. I see a $20 check come up. So I've told you guys, and Peacock has said it. I think Ty Beard said it too, right? They don't exist, guys. Nick, oh damn, I've told Nick.
That's Norway money.
I don't know what the exchange is, but I've told you, Nick. I said these guys, lesbians exist. No, because watch this. Hey Nick, shit hits the fan tomorrow, right? Total collapse on a global scale, right? We're back in the dark ages. There's no more government anywhere. How many lesbians will exist? But why, Nick? I thought they love women so much, right?
They need resources.
So what are they going to do to get those resources?
Whatever they need to.
They're going to do what Fluffy does. They're going to do whatever it takes. They will get on their back and on their knees. So believe me, guy, there are no lesbians. And I've told you, Nick, you find me a lesbian, you can be the most chauvinistic alpha guy that they see, and they will talk all that lesbian shit, Nick. But when you don't give them what all other dudes give them, right? Which is like, oh my God, I want to be the one. When you're just like, I don't care. I have told chicks straight up who are like, oh, I'm all about women. Nick, oh, I got some chicks for you to smash because they're bisexual, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what happens when women say like, "Oh my God, yeah, your girls are so hot," blah blah blah? Do you know what they do next? So I mean, what's up with you? I thought you were a lesbian.
Yeah.
They don't exist. These guys don't understand.
Joe Biden says, oh wait, no, I gotta read. Bad Vibe says, Drex, Fluffy is what Tommy wants with a jump off every day.
Pretty much.
Joe Biden says, Corn Pop was a bad dude. He came to me with a treasure map. We found the pickaxe of Cortez, and I had to get my coffee from the guy in the wheel who stole the dog at a poker game. I had a fish in my pocket to get money out of the bank. Then I rode a donkey.
What was that voice?
Joe Biden.
Oh, I was like,
I don't know how to do Joe Biden's voice. That was my best guess.
Go smell a child.
Yeah. Hello, 9-year-old. Oi Vader says, greetings, gents. Drex, I've been out of the online dating game for a while and want to get back into it just to smash some easy thoughts. So could you please give me some advice or tips? Also, the grift is with you, young skyrockets, but you are not a shyster yet. Oh, I'll get there.
My suggestion to him, Nick, is be you, but be crude, right? Don't be gentle and like, oh, you know, my queens. Don't do that. Prime example. You said it yourself, Nick, and Peacock said this. If you go into a super liberal place, right, which most big cities are, right? They're always libtard heavens, right?
Right.
What is the easiest way to get laid in libtard heaven? What did your guy do?
Oh, just wear the MAGA hat.
Be a crude MAGA supporting asshole, and you will smash thoughts. Simple as that.
There you go. Malik Foxon says, see, I have a problem with this. A lot of people choosing to change their fetish into their lifestyle identity. Doesn't seem like a good life choice. You can keep your fetish and still have a more fulfilling life tying your identity to something else. Tying your identity to anything is risky.
Yeah.
Very risky. That's always been my problem with like the LGBTQ stuff is my identity is my sexuality. I mean, is it though? Like that's really everything about you is wrapped up in this one piece of you? I don't think so. Matt the Beast said, I've figured it out. They're doing Pooh's stoutness exercises. When they up, down, touch the ground, it puts them in the mood for food. They are stout, round, and they have found that speaking poundage-wise, they improve their appetite when they exercise. Oh, there you go. Takiyaro says, hey, Nick, yesterday's stream is not loaded yet. Do you know what is going on with it? First time donating too. Hey, thank you for donating. No, I don't know. Sometimes YouTube just takes a while. If it's not up by the time I'm going to leave town, I will upload the raw file in a separate thing, and I'll put the stream on unlisted or whatever. And I may start doing that in general for streams and moving them to an archive channel, actually. But that's probably going to have to wait until I get back from this trip. Monica's Chub Butter
Oh, wow.
says, Drex, you have to pick one. Take the Beirut butt drop from a 400-pound broad or spend a week as Fluffy.
The Beirut butt drop.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Because, Nick, here's the thing. That's
even
not
if
demeaning.
Even if you die, you have a little bit of dignity.
You have dignity.
left.
Like, Nick, here's the thing. With the butt drop, right? Okay, let's say like your best friend. Let's say you found out your best friend did that. You don't lose respect for him. You're just kind of like, all right, bro, that's what you're into. I guess that's kind of weird, but hey, whatever, right? Because he keeps his dignity. But if you saw your best friend doing what Fluffy's doing, you'd be like, come on. Fuck.
Yoda says, much wisdom Drex has. Listen to him. You must. Exist. Lesbians do not. Simpery. Thottery. Thuggery. Cuckery. These are paths that lead to the dark side. What the fuck? Damn it. Genghis Khan says, my parents have been together for 30 plus years now, and they are miserable with each other. I don't understand how they haven't divorced yet, and there's absolutely zero sex drive in both.
Yeah, that's been my parents' whole marriage.
Well, yeah.
That's actually most. Nick, did you ever see that statistic about how many older couples, A, are sexless, B, sleep in separate bedrooms? It's actually more common than people think.
Yeah, that's one I've never gotten.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, God, man, you're fluffy.
John Doe says, could there be a link between John Roberts being a cuck and him looking like a slightly more masculine future version of Preston? Thoughts? There could be. Dragon's Treasure says, I had to hire someone to help me keep up with the orders. How does it feel to be directly responsible for creating jobs, Nick? Oh, it feels great. Feels great. Guys, check out the dragonstreasure.com for all your tea needs. Kyle, thank you for the donation. Bad Dragonite says, late and face sat. Kyle says, Nick will win the grifter tournament. He's the best at it. His kids asked him for $20 one time, and he replied, $10. What do you need $5 for? Mr. Leon says, help, my words are turning into pictures. And he says, I'm too drunk to taste chicken, Colonel Danders. What? Mario Carter 13 says, simple plan, lemon. How could this happen to me? No air in my lungs. I'm out of funds. Because I didn't get paid. I just want to wheeze. How'd we get no GoFundMe? I think that's supposed to be to a song, but I don't know it offhand. Michael Tynan, thank you for the phallic unicorn. I appreciate it. BK says, good day, Drex and Nick. Hope you're well. I'm sitting in a medical center waiting for a checkup, which sucks. Free Hong Kong. Cheers from a filthy 3/4 Nick.
Damn. All the way over there. Hey, yeah.
He's in Australia.
Oh, wow.
Australia. So good luck with that. Hope you get good results. Batgoat says, grift me daddy, happily. DCV Titan says, you can still get Blade Devil on Indiegogo. So you can still buy it if you wanted. James Trammell says, Nick, thanks for answering my emails earlier today. How does someone hypothetically go about sending you a bottle of Stranahan's to try it? My P.O. box is in the description. You have to find the way to send a bottle of anything through the P.O. box. They will let you send liquid, but they won't let you send liquor if they know about it. Otherwise, there may be some way for me to receive UPS packages, but I try to avoid it because I think you have to send them to like a place in my town. Bad Dragonite says, Nick has black vote. Masterson has Latino vote. DZV Titan says, you beat Anita? Rigged. I did nothing. Apparently my Discord beat Anita, but I don't know.
Smooth.
Balls Monkey says, Drex, I need some advice. There's this girl I want to smash, but she's a crazy emotional powder keg.
No.
And I doubt it would just stop at hit and quit with her. Should I go for it or leave it alone?
What is it? What's our rule, Nick?
Leave it alone.
The saying goes, what? Never stick your dick in crazy.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Ulash1 says, nice Wadehofer, a.k.a. the chick that got roasted by Reddit sued Thought Hub. Oh, niece Wadehofer. Okay, I'll have to check into that. That sounds funny. Joe Dirt says, yo, thanks for noticing me. Drex cheered me up a bit. Nick, look into Scotch ales and innocent gun barrel-aged beers. Drex, look into Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash and Estival Versus.
That's a lot of words, man.
That was a lot.
The hell was that?
I thought Senran Kagura was like isn't that an anime? I don't know. Miku Evo Racing says, niece Wadehofer is her Instagram who sued ThoughtHub.tv. Weirdo with a cello says, surprised Ron hasn't gone on a tear over his rope video being leaked. Same for Monica on account of her fiance seeing someone even more manly. Gross. Infinity223 says, hey, Nikki and Drex, serious question. Does size really matter? Asking for a friend. You want
my take on that? It depends on the woman because size does matter, right? Okay, so Nick, when people say does size matter, we could say the same thing as men, right?
Yeah.
If a dude says, oh, size doesn't matter, and you go into a chick and it's
hello.
All of a sudden, size matters, right? Or I can't get in. Size matters. So
Right.
for women, and this is, I've had multiple women tell me this. They were like, and I will say this though: the more promiscuous the woman, the more size matters, because you are going up against all the penises she has gobbled up over the years, right?
You got to listen to the Mr. Pink's speech in Reservoir Dogs about Madonna's like a virgin.
Yep,
nailed it.
It's true, because Nick, and you know what they always say? I've had women who will tell you right now. They'll say, "We know that a guy is small based on the positions he likes."
Sure.
If a guy is like, "Yeah, I love spooning," and she's like, "Oh, he's gonna have a small dick." Whereas a guy's like, "Oh, I like blowing backs out." She's like, "Oh, if he's hitting it from the back, he has to get through all that ass meat, right? That's pushing. So he's gonna be more well endowed."
Not if he has any standards. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
He's got to get through the ass meat, man. So yeah, it does matter. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to be the world's biggest guy to be a good lover to a woman. But Nick, remember what I said? The more promiscuous she's been, the harder it's going to be to please her, because you're going up against everyone in the past.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Reb is right. It's like Scott Pilgrim, like for real. That's how they're, Nick. Guys don't have that. Like, we go like this. If a guy has been promiscuous and he meets a really good girl who is not promiscuous, he doesn't compare her sexually to the thoughts, right? Because he's like, that's not who she is, right?
Sure.
So he's like, so if someone goes, but she can't do all the tricks that the other girl, it's like, no, I'm good, fam. I got a good one. Simple.
Right.
Men can pair bond, man.
Mexican Man and Cheese says, my favorite episodes of South Park is when Cartman dresses as plantation owner and goes to colleges to ask for tips on slave handling and retention.
Wow.
Just real quick on the size question. I think your goals matter too. Like if you're on a smash and dash, size might matter a little bit more. If you're in a relationship, I mean, if you're anywhere even remotely near the average, no. Biologically, it's not going to matter that much. And if it does, if you're standard deviations away from the average in the shorter category, they have some things to help out. But
do they though?
I don't know.
I mean, they have the king, and you can be fluffy.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be about that life. Everybody in the chat, I don't want you to be about that fluffy life. Oh, you know what though? Shout out to my girl out in California. I asked her if she had anything to say tonight, and she did text.
Did she text back that size does matter?
Oh no! She texts back saying, "Remind them never to forget the clit." That was her word of advice to the dudes.
Never to forget the clit.
That's her advice to the dudes. And shout out to my girl from the Lou. My girl T, shout out to her because she said, she was, we were at work talking about this, and she said, men figured it out, right?
This is what if you pee on your own balls?
Oh, that's horrible. But yeah, she said, Nick, my girl T, love her to death. She's a cool chick, and she got real about it. She was like, yeah, it sucks. Men done figured out the game. They figured it, because we're talking about the marriage rates and everything. She's like, yeah, men figured it out. Mm-hmm. They figured out that they're getting used for dinner dates and all that, right? So she said it straight up, like we were talking about Russell Wilson and Sierra, right? And yeah, so more and more women are admitting, like, yeah, guys figured out that basically they're gonna see you as an alpha or a beta, right? If you're the beta, she's gonna be like, there's gonna be a whole lot of standards. Oh, you gotta take me out on dates. You got chivalry. If she perceives you as an alpha, Nick, yeah, go ahead, smash. Do whatever you want. That's just the way it is. So shout out to her for admitting that.
There you go. Jillian Seed says South Park's Cartman did a slave trader NCAA spoof. Anime Moon says, I got a Clockwork Orange put into the accelerated reader program in high school. The original full novel version. My real name is Alex. So there you go. Samoto 12. I was in the Army, and 95% of the females in the Army are/were utterly effing useless. All they were good for was getting ran through and BAH. Also, F YouTube censoring.
But Nick, I thought those army girls were queens, right? They were defending the country. No, they were just hoes.
I don't know anybody who said that. So,
but there's guys that always do.
I mean, some, yeah.
Who was the chick that wound up kidnapped? Remember her? Her stunning and brave story. Was it Lynch? The Lynch girl. Remember that?
No.
Years ago, you're so stunning and brave. How did you survive being captured in the Middle East? How did she survive, Nick?
Oh,
without knowing the story, how did she survive?
We don't need to talk about
the men were all killed. So how did she survive?
Depravity. Andrew, doing what needed doing. Andrew Ward Snowboard says, I was a better speller than most of my teachers by 6th grade. It was the absolute best thing about middle school. Bebsby Lepsy says, gamers are truly the most oppressed race. Hashtag gamers lives matter. So that must be because the guy getting shot, probably.
Yep.
Death Wish says, I dial 1911, not 911. Springfield Armory for life. Rob Nick says, some cops are just as bad as the Antifa LARPers. Brotato, okay, we read that one. Daniel Camargo says, hey, Nick, why are guillotines not used anymore? Public executions stopped having the effect that they wanted them to have. They became too much spectacle, and they offered too much redemption to the executed. The audiences were identifying with the executed. Mm-hmm. And once that really started happening, especially, and because a lot of Christians co-opted the executions for redemption stories, getting them to confess not necessarily confess their crimes, but confess their sins and their salvation pledged to Christ. Once that happened, and the audiences are out there singing hymns and like cheering along and empathizing with the executed, that wasn't having the deterrent effect they wanted anymore. Mario Carter 13 says, capping off this trilogy, shot 3 times. No! Caldeo the Horse says, we need health and fitness tips, Drex. Eggplant.
Why is the eggplant on there?
You always know what the eggplant means. For
the D? Well, the thing is, as long as you eat a healthy diet and make sure that you eat, get your fruits in. If not, always get, I'm a naked juice guy when I can't get my fruits like I want to, because, there's babies that need to get swallowed, Nick, and they'd rather it sweet rather than bitter or salty. So I'm just saying.
Brotato says, this is an execution. Cop 1 hid behind a wall. Flashlight to draw attention. His hand is ready on the belt. Second cop is ready for response. Positioning and order of engagement. This was tactical. So there you go. Mario Carter 13 says, pedos like rabies. Sad, but get behind the shed. Okay. Mom Miji says, today's my birthday. Turned 31. Hey, happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, man.
It would make my day if I got a happy birthday Isaac from both of you. I should have read the whole thing. We've already said happy birthday. Now we're supposed to say happy birthday Isaac, but
okay. Well,
we already exhausted the happy birthday bucket.
Well, we can still happy birthday Isaac. It
says, thanks you guys for being you. Happy birthday Isaac.
Happy birthday, man.
It's not man. Happy birthday Isaac from the two of you. You have to say Isaac.
I said happy birthday.
You said
Isaac.
happy birthday man.
Well, I said Isaac. Did I?
You said man.
Yeah, well, happy birthday, Isaac.
Okay, thank you.
You're killing me, man.
Jillian Seed says, was an obese kid. Went from 275 pounds to 175 pounds in under a year when I wanted to change. These people are a cancer on society. Damn.
They are. Same with single mom.
Gotcha Son says, you don't got to lie to kick it. Also, banana stand money. Thank you. Automata says, I'm white, but I'm not Justin Trudeau.
Wow.
Alexandra says, looks like an Ozark actress. Skeetneed says, why does that gremlin look like the blonde woman from Parks and Rec, but with a meth addiction? Yeah, Amy Poehler. She did.
That's who it was.
She looks like Amy Poehler on meth. He nailed it.
You know what's funny? When Dahlia's ugly face first popped up, Nick, I kid you not, I was like, God. So at first I was like, that's not true. I knew it was a blonde. I couldn't put my face. I was like, it's someone. Amy Poehler. He's right. Yep.
Amy Poehler.
Oh my God. Star sticker.
Fluffy Ted says, holy crap, that looks like Steve Buscemi in drag.
Oh.
Gotcha Son says, say no and go about the Jamie Presley broad. Frank the Tank 285 says, "Hi Nick and Drex. I'm just gonna say I've smashed teachers, and you don't understand the thoughts that are teaching kids these days. Can't write thoughts."
Nick, I'm telling you, look, teachers on my list. I would say teachers. A lot of these chicks do blow too. I don't know if you knew that, Nick. A lot of teachers smoke weed and do blow.
Oh yeah,
like a lot.
I think people forget how young most teachers are.
Even older ones. Like remember, these hoes just get older, Nick. Like they don't like evolve. They just become old thoughts. Like, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, teachers and nurses, Nick, you don't know how bad it is with nurses. They are depraved. Now I love depravity.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still love it. I was gonna say something like I could redeem myself, like, you know, but I don't want to go that far. But I was like, well, it is what it is.
Tet, who used to be Fluffy Tet says, "Changed my name because this crap is horrible and I can't. Please never play this again."
This is the end result of feminism, man. Like this is how men are gonna look. Like the beta males in the black community, because you know black dudes are the biggest fucking simps you can find. This is the end result, Nick. Is gonna be a bunch of like just, you know, lapdog looking sheepish dudes out here that are just soft and effeminate and useless, other than, you know, making scrambled eggs and bacon for the guy who actually comes and plows her while you do nothing but smell her dirty feet.
Terrible. Hobo Frodo says, "Free my nibba Fluffy. Let his people go. Free at last. Free at last. Thank God Almighty, he is free at last." I don't know if he is, man. Climb BMX says, "Are there only two genders?" Yes.
Yes.
Deathwish says, "How did I get here?" Watching the days go by. Timothy Reaper says, "What's on the next episode of Drexel Reacts?" I mean, we might watch a movie in just a little bit. Mario Carter 13 says, "If mother wears daughter's clothes, pretty easy." DCV Titan says, "His purpose on Earth is our Schadenfreude." Snark Mark says, "Don't cry for Fluffy, he's already dead." Sakaki Onsai says, "What you just showed me tonight has made me adopt a new theme song. Neil Diamond's Solitary Man. I mean, I thought the Ottoman Empire ended in 1922. Satchel78, thanks for the dog sticker. Tubster says, "Found a midget adult pic for Drex. It's on Discord." Come on.
Oh, man.
Andrew War
God
Snowboard
bless
says,
America.
"Teespring banned Antifa shirts and they're BTFO." Oh, good. That's good. Blue Satoshi says, "Fluffy will snap when someone snaps their Switch."
It's gonna be something. Look, you'll never know what's gonna be like that. He just.
"You don't get a Switch without my permission, Fluffy."
Hey, you'd be amazed.
Bitch. That'd be funny.
Oh, man.
Torberin says, "Greetings from Norway, Nick and Drex. Just saw that Rooster Teeth is deleting old content on their site because it might be considered inappropriate. Can't wait until this company folds." It needs to fold even faster. What an embarrassing disaster that company is. Also, greetings back to Norway. Yeah. Bad Vibe says, "Reminder, be an individual. Don't fall into the label or group trap. You will be judged by the worst examples of that label." And he also says, "Size matters. You don't want a hot dog down a hallway." Walter the Einstein Frog says, "Let's just turn Portland into a PvP zone. Let's let Y'all-Kada roll in and live stream it." Diamond Duck 98 says, "Kendra Paris live from Florida. 7 months forgiven." Maybe. I have to see how far away she actually is from where I'll be. Peter Pete says, "I had a 2.5. Some 1.5 wasn't satisfied." That's it. We're good.
Oh, look at that.
We're good on chats. We should wrap up the show. And then Secularis says, "You laugh, but my man Fluffy has that PS5 security."
Hey, look, man, he might. Nick, he might.
I don't know if she's buying him a PS5 though.
No, but he might be
get to play her PS5 that one of her Fin Simps gives her.
He could do that, or he is a sub for a woman who will buy it for him to be a manservant, right? Either way, dude, his life sucks, man.
What if she buys it but the condition is she picks all the games. So,
yes, mistress.
All you get to play is The Last of Us 2. You're Abby. Give it to me, Neil. Give it to me, Neil.
You're horrible. Wait, how come you haven't streamed that game, by the way?
I don't want to play that shit.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
you do.
No,
Nick,
no.
Nick, you have to. You have to play that just trash.
The Red Pill Journey says, Drex, have you ever seen The Mac? And tell others if they haven't to watch it. It's epic.
Oh, yeah. So you're talking about a dude gets out of prison and takes up the pimp game. And yeah, Richard Pryor in it. Oh, man, Nick. That was back when they still made movies, man. The Mac, man. Damn.
All right. Let's end up the stream here. Thanks, guys, for hanging out.
Thanks for coming out tonight, everybody.
At least one of us, if not two of us, will be on Twitch tonight.
Yeah.
And then we'll watch something. So,
dude, those flex pill things I took, Nick, I'm just not right.
Stop just taking random generic pills that get sent to you in the mail by somebody.
A cheating wife.
I rest my case. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Outro's coming. We'll see you. Well, I'll see you later. Yeah, and we may see you on Twitch. Peace.
Nick, for the last 3 days.
Oh, he drinks a fair bit, but you realize that it just helps get his noggin jogging along. With his glass by his side and his kids asleep tight, we'll hear some lost-plaining tonight. With his microphone muted, we'll laugh at this boomer until he explains it's all part of the plan. Watch his face become redder as he becomes meta, raging at idiots from Twitterland. From the white shores of Maine to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we have now. Oh, his lady is fair, and she handles herself with the grace of one who has borne many children. As the wife of a lawman, she makes sure that he has the time and the place to provide for them there. So pour out an art bag, a bow, more a love rug. The spirits flow as the ones who get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the tea post on Twitter as we hear lost-plaining tonight. From the white shores of Nam to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we are now. Oh, the guests are all plentiful, from Doug T to Drexel. They bring their perspective and spice to the mix. But the reason we're here and the one that we cheer is the one who is showcasing us his career. So pour out an art bag, a bow, more a love rug. The spirits flow as the ones who get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the tea post on Twitter as we hear lost-plaining tonight. From the white shores of Nam to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we are.